Hey everyone, welcome. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Hi. Merry Christmas. I hope I sound better because had y'all heard me a few days ago, y'all would think look. Welcome everyone. Can y'all hear me? Okay, everybody can hear me. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone had a great, happy holidays with their families. Welcome everybody in the building. Y'all might hear my cat in the background. Ignore her. Y'all know she's trouble. Okay, she be hating on me. It's okay, sweetie. Let her hate in the background. She always hating. Let me see who's in the building. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us. Sorry for everybody that I missed in the beginning of the chat. Let me see if I can scroll up. Right. Okay. So I can't scroll all the way up on this phone, but on the other phone, thank you, Carla, for stepping in or stopping by. Hi, Linda Gamble. Welcome. Welcome, trending at some point. Thank you, girl. Welcome. Um, well, hey, let me not welcome everyone's energy. But hey everyone, thank y'all for joining me. Joy S Pick, hi, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Happy Kwanzaa. Mama V, Merry Christmas. Um 1 second, you guys. Welcome, Kishori. Welcome, Irene. I am with the welcome. Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. Let me see. Miss Gemini. Hi. Thanks for joining. Hi, Miss Reese. Thanks for joining. Miss S. White. Thanks for joining. Miss Betty McWilliams. Thanks for joining. Tanisha, beloved or breed love. Thank you. Miss Kelly, hi, welcome. Just listening. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Donna, for stopping by. Thank everyone from stopping by. Let's get to Sam Bay. Sam's Bay. Hi, welcome. Or hey. Um, Valessa, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Let me see. Missy Jr. Hi. Happy New Year, you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We have Tech Guy here in the building. So we're going to be chatting, okay? I got to give you guys my recap. We got to talk about it. It's been a lot going on. I know, okay? I've not been here for good reasons, okay? Don't beat me up in the comments. I've been sick. I've been trying to work on my health, get myself situated because I don't sound so pretty when I'm sick, okay? And let me tell y'all something. I I couldn't imagine. This is just a sidebar because the whole time I was thinking about this. As sick as I felt, I could not imagine a man wanting anything from me. And I was just thinking about Kimmy the whole time that I was sick. Like, I just felt so sad for her. Like, I don't know. The whole time I was sick, like, here I am getting tea and getting soups and foot massages and, hot back rubs. And, like, I could not imagine that life. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Okay, y'all? I would not wish that on nobody. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Okay. And I was saying some crazy stuff when I was sick. I was telling my husband, I'm like, look, okay, take me up out of here. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I'm so dramatic, but I'm telling y'all, that's how sick I felt. I couldn't take it. Don't go outside, okay? Look at me. I was trying to be grown. I was trying to be outside for the holidays, and I done messed around and got sick before Christmas. It was horrible. And then I done passed my sickness along to my husband, and y'all already know that was horrible. But he nursed me back to health. And when he nursed me back to health, he got sick. It was like double whammy. It was horrible, y'all. It was horrible. It was horrible. Hooey. But we back. Okay. We back. Shout out to my grandma. Everybody hit the like button. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Oh my gosh. And have y'all ever been, a man will really piss you off when you sit trying to Google, like he would try to really figure it out. He would try to Google what's going on with me. He would try to have you snatching the phone trying to throw it at his head. Like, boy, give me some tea, please, sir. Please help a sister out. Help me out. I need some tea. I don't need whatever you Googling. I need tea, okay? And call my grandma. She gonna tell you what I need. But whatever you Googling, stop doing that. But he did good. Yes, happy holidays, Butterfly Kisses. Thank you so much for stopping by. Anitra, thank you for stopping by. Hi, thank you. Hi, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas. We got to get into it. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Hi, Josie. What's up, girl? Raquetta, hi. Thank you for joining. Butterfly9937. What's up? Thanks for checking in from South Carolina. Do y'all consider South Carolina the South? There has been a lot of debates on what people think the South is. And I'm going to be real with you. I call me delusional. I agree. South Carolina is a part of the South, but North Carolina is not the South. Okay. But I know it's country. It's country, but it's not the South. I don't know. And people think Florida is the South. Why do people think Florida is the South? Florida is not the South. Just because it's connected to the South does not mean it's the South. Okay? Florida is a land of its own. And granted, there are country parts in Florida, but it is in its own box. Same thing with Texas. Texas is a culture of its own. I'm not saying it's not country, but it ain't the South. And I don't care who mad. It ain't the South. Now, the South is Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Well, you know, that they whole program. Other than that, leave us alone. Virginia is not the South. You want to know why? Because y'all are too close to them Northerners. All right. What is that? That little Maryland, DC. What's that little thing that they got going on? Well, I'm not dealing with that. Okay. So I know Virginia is country, but because y'all are too close to them people up there, y'all cannot be a part of us. Okay. So just deal with where you are. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. South, exactly. So I don't know what's going on. Florida is not the South. Let it go. Arkansas, Jasmine, give it up. Give it up, sister. Okay. Give it up. Yeah, the DMV. The DMV. Because y'all are up there, that DMV thing is going to be a no. Okay. There's nowhere south where we got that. Okay. We don't even like crossing paths with the Northerners typically. And y'all got to cross paths with them too much. I don't like that. That DMV thing is an issue. Look, okay, Virginians, I'm willing to debate with y'all all night about this. Okay. Y'all are country, but you're not a part of our South. I'm sorry. Okay? You just stick it up there with them Northerners. I'm sorry. Somebody said Florida and Texas are scary political. Let me tell you something. They are in a world of their own. All right. We got Tech Guy here. I know y'all don't like me no more. And that's okay. I don't care. Idiots. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let me see. Before Tech Guy come in, let me read y'all comments really quick. South Florida is self-explanatory. It is. Let me tell you something. I don't care how South you think you are. That is all you are. Okay? You just are a location in the South, but you are in a land of its own. So get over it. I grew up on cornbread and girl, let me tell you something. I think you repping Texas, Deb. And you can grow up with all the country food you want. I ain't say y'all wasn't country, but you are not a part of our South. I'm gonna get beat up. Especially Texas. They be with it. North Carolina is in there. Let me tell you something. North Carolina is not in there for the simple fact of the North Carolina. So do with that what you will. This is my own reasoning. You don't have to agree. This is my own don't make sense reasoning, but it makes sense to me. It makes all the sense in the world. Florida is not a part of the South because have you been there? Have you been there? That's all. You just got to go there. First of all, you don't even need to speak English. Okay? Nobody cares. Okay? They don't have to learn a speck of English to survive. Nobody does. In fact, I suggest you learn other languages living in Florida because nobody's going to try to help you. Eventually, you're going to actually learn it. I mean, I guess it's the South, but like I said, it's no part of my South. As a New Yorker who lived in South Carolina and North Carolina, I understand not equating North Carolina with the South. Granted, listen, everybody, I'm not saying these places are not country, okay? I'm just saying when you think of the South, when you think of the South, it's something about the South. It's just something. And country is just something about the South. I think of South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, New Orleans.
I never really considered Tennessee. You said Tennessee?
Yeah. Tennessee what do you mean? That's absolutely.
What about Arkansas is the Midwest?
Well, they said it's the country. It's not Midwest, actually.
Really?
Sweetie, don't embarrass us on live, okay? You are a smart man. You've attended many years in college. Okay? I brag on you. Let me see what they saying. They saying either way, Florida, North and South Carolina are still southern states. They are southern states. I agree. They are southern states. Florida is its own place. It is. Anybody, if you're really from Florida, okay, people from Florida will tell you they don't even consider themselves to be a part of the South. So please, unless you up there like Florida Georgia line. Yeah, Jacksonville. Okay, yeah. You South, you country. But when I think, and just one more thing, when I think of the South, just hear me out, right? In the South, this is why I don't consider Florida to be a part of the South. Because in Florida, it's very mixed. People speak multiple languages. You can speak anything in Florida, right? And it's received. Okay? Because It's received. But in the South, correct me if I'm wrong now, and I'm talking about the South, the 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 dirty South. And I'm not talking about the city of these southern places. If you try to speak your language or whatever in the South, it's not going to be received well. And that's what I go based off of.
Yeah.
Like, let's not act like some people wouldn't insult you for speaking a different language.
Mm-hmm.
In certain, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, y'all know what type of South I'm talking about. I'm not saying like, Southern hospitality, Black South. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Woodstock.
Let me see. Let's see what they said. North Carolina. Yeah, the Florida is its own area for sure. The DMV. I guess we would have to agree to disagree. I consider the DMV the South. I feel you. We definitely gonna have to. And typically, let me see. My parents were born in Florida, and it was still the South. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Florida has changed a lot from. Somebody said y'all can keep Florida and y'all man eating alligators. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. Ugh. Ooh wee. Okay, let's get into it. So we're gathered here today, sweetie. What we gathered here for?
Oh,
Wait, first of all, you gotta go ahead and you didn't introduce yourself. He was in there making food, y'all.
hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing tonight? Tech guy in the building.
Okay. So we are going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're going to be doing our recap. I told y'all I'm going to try to be consistent and making sure I give y'all a recap with his point of view and my point of view, because we do not always agree. But when it comes to watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, we pretty much agree on a lot of the same things. He don't really have too much of an opinion when it comes to like the women bickering or whatnot. But maybe everyone is saying hi. And they said, thank you for nursing me back to health.
No problem. Tell them I said I hope they had a Merry Christmas.
Yes, you can tell them. Yeah.
Hey guys, I hope everybody having a happy holidays, and I hope y'all have a really good New Year's as well. If I didn't get to say that to y'all beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So I got a chance to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it was, y'all know, annoying because I don't understand why they want to talk about Mel and her baby mama because it's unnecessary. Somebody said, do we want a godson? Hold on now, we take care of a lot of people churn. We take care of a lot of churn. We can't feed no more mouths.
Close down the babysitting section.
You're right. It was a lot to process, so let's get into it. My biggest one thing that I do take away from it, and we're gonna talk about this in a separate video because I did get a chance to screen screen record Mel's um Instagram story when she got a chance to recap Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. So we're gonna compare everything, put everything together. I know Slaw had been popping out. I don't want to talk about Slaw because I have nothing nice to say. Like, she is a scrub. And I don't even know why people still talk about her. She's a scrub. Like, she don't have anything going on. And I really have, like, she has nothing going on. She is the biggest embarrassment ever. And then it's always this back and forth of, okay, y'all, I'm done. I'm really, really done. Like, ho, you was really, like, you had your nose up in the air because that loser went home to you lying, talking about them people was talking about you, when in reality they rolled the tapes, and come to find out he the one keep mentioning this woman, he the one keep mentioning the infidelity. I mean, let's give it up. Okay. And then you got the other scrub of a content creator that is in cahoots, and they keep going back and forth with this old nonsense. Like, nobody cares. Give it up, ho. Nobody cares. Okay. Is tired, is through, is finito. Okay. You talking about these investment properties. All right, let's see what comes of it. Okay, let's ugh, I just don't understand. She is a bit like a huge embarrassment. And it's like, babe, at one point we had hope that you would come to your senses. But at this point, nobody cares that you getting laps ran around you over there with walkie talkie. To be doing any type of investment, anything with a man that you've invested that much time into on the sidelines, who got a divorce and couldn't go ahead and make you an option, chose to make you second best, not once, not twice, but two, three more times. Give it up, ho. Give it up. You are the maid, okay? Goodness gracious, it's rules to this shit. It's levels to this. And as many years you done spent for you to be over there picking up dirt, starting from the bottom where Mel had to start, ho, you are crazy. Ho, you're supposed to be reaping the benefits. If you're going to play second best, you're supposed to only reap benefits. And it goes to show how much of a peasant you really are. You want to be the property preservation woman that built him up, that built a family together. But that's not how it works, love. But so, yeah, I've seen the people speaking about cold sore on my lip. I'm unimpressed. And you and Baby Sloth still ain't get no holiday pictures with that man. But y'all, you and your kids out there picking up trash for him, because that's who you are. That's what y'all are. And that's what you continue to show. You are the maid, the trash digger. You pick up the trash, ho. You are waste management, love. So you and Baby Slaw need to get them trash bags. Okay, leave Paris alone over there with her daddy in her two-parent household. And you and Baby Slaw get that damn black trash bag, and you get to picking up that damn trash in his red bottoms. Cause while you was over there shopping at H&M, Mel was over there getting them churning red bottoms. Louis Vuitton, Prada, Chanel. Something that you was only able to afford when you were playing second best to another woman's man. Cold sore. Okay? So continue to clean up, ho, because we not impressed, right? You don't play that many years to start picking up trash. Okay? If you gonna play that many years, you go ahead and walk up into the mansion. Kind of like what Sweet Tea did. But she not the side chick. So I'm sorry. But is so Sweet tea, there's no shade. I would expect a woman like you to have that man get you a new home, not to walk up in another woman's home that he shared. Not, he shared that home with another woman. But there's no shade to you because I like you, sweet tea. So yeah, cold sore. Keep cleaning up. You and baby Slaw, clean up his trash. That's what y'all do. That's unfortunate. But it's the position that you have put you and your children in. Maid. We're unimpressed. So, like I said, maid, he didn't take no holiday pictures with you and baby Slaw. Remember that. You're irrelevant. He hasn't done holiday pictures or family pictures since he was trying to impress his ex-wife by copying the family photos that she created. Made. Made sore on your lip. So there we are when it comes to that. Moving on. Because I know y'all was like y'all wanted to talk about that. I'm like, what we got to talk about? Maid sore. She's not doing anything productive. She's not doing anything like positive. Nobody's checking for you, maid. All right, run along, skedaddle, giddy up. Fucking daddle, get up out of here. Scram, mutt. Go home, Roger. What are you? What's up with? Anyways, okay, so let's get into it, you guys. Are you ready, baby? Okay. No, I'm not gonna eat. I have to run the crowd. You can go ahead and eat. Let me get this. Let me get the video pulled up. I haven't finished watching it. And truth be told, you guys, I've kind of been flipping around on this. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Or let me go to shout out to OMFG Reality TV. Shout out to Reality Entertainment TV. And also shout out to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I go to these places on Instagram when I don't want to go to the OWN app or when I don't want to go on YouTube to watch the episode. I would go on Instagram because they would get straight to the point. A lot of times they would get to the most important clips of the episode. And then sometimes when I feel like there's something missing or something don't make sense, I go ahead and watch the whole episode. So before we get into it, what are y'all thoughts? Go ahead and oh, we got a super chat. Thank you so much. CF wait, C Fuzz Love. Whew, okay. Thank you so much, C Fuzz Love. Sorry, y'all, I had to cough in the background. I had to mute it really quick. For the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay. So, what would y'all rate this episode? What are y'all rating the episode? What are y'all rating the episode? And y'all make sure y'all are liking the video as you guys are coming in. It's 360 people in the chat. I really appreciate everyone that has stopped by, everyone that's watching the video. Y'all go ahead, get in the comment section. Let me know, what do y'all rate the episode from Saturday? Because truth be told, I mean, it was interesting, but it's one of those. I was drawn in emotionally, kind of, because I was kind of confused as to why they kept having a conversation about Mel and her baby mama.
What's going on, y'all? Just gonna read off some of these comments. Uh, May, you wasn't the woman he had in the house in Houston. Hey, May, Miss B. Lady Lil Ash stated to Miss Shari, that's how it always be. They know their success depends on males' ideas, presence, and direction. Follow the leader. Yeah, that's really been the baseline of everybody else's storyline. They try to piggyback what Mel does. Some weird shape or form.
And so you guys are rating it. Somebody gave it a 4.75. Somebody gave it a 10. Somebody gave it, if he was really bossed up, a cleaning crew would have cleaned up the trash. Facts. He started from the bottom. He's starting from how Mel taught him. 6.5. 7, only because you could tell a lot was edited out. I agree. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you. At an 8. You rated it dysfunctional. It was very dysfunctional. A 7, an 8. And then I don't know why Kiki is so pressed. Like, okay, it's so many thoughts. So many thoughts. So let's keep going. A 7. Martell is very unnecessary. He is 8.5, an 8, a 6. I was matching little buddy. Oh, little buddy screaming from my couch. Oh yeah. I didn't understand why Chris Fletcher was allowing him to yell in his white face. That was weird. Right. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. There you go, sweetie.
Be funny. Ain't nobody care to see you, Otis. All right. Yeah, Josie, that was hilarious. Let's see here. Miss Pratt, happy holidays to you as well. Sexy Soldier rated at a 6. Sean Bright rated at a 5. Uniquely Nisi rated a 7. Gemini 1958 rated a 7.5. Patricia T rated exactly. Slow oogly ass needs to have several seats. It's Martell who keeps bringing the chit up. Go talk to him. Oh, damn, the comments refreshed. Irene Bay gave it a 7. Let's see here. Rakita Usher gave it a 4.5. Sam's Bay said a 9. She was intrigued to finally hear Martell's version of male cheating.
Right.
Yeah, I found it very interesting to hear his position on that.
Okay. Let's get into it. Do you want to give some of your thoughts of what you heard? Because he heard a little bit of it, but he didn't actually watch it. He's about to be watching it for the first time. So do you want to give some of your thoughts before?
No, let's go.
Okay.
Let's gather around over here. Listen, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do trust fall. We really need to know who has trust issues with each other. And that's who you're going to be paired up with. Oh, hell no. But we have trust issues. Exactly. That's what makes it interesting. Let's do this. I'm gonna choose the first two then. Stormy, Leticia, let's go. Let's go. That was a no-brainer. Let's go. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, really, dude? Come on now. Let's go, Martell and Melanie. Let's go. Whenever you are breaking away from someone, the last thing you want to do is for people to keep putting y'all together. I trust the ground more than I trust Martell. 1, 2, 3. You know what? When it comes to trust with him, no, sir, no, ma'am, not today nor tomorrow. I'm your child's father. Catch me.
Who cares?
Okay. 1,
Baby mama.
2, 3.
When Melody did not want to catch me in the trust fall, I mean, it was expected. I mean, it's because of the people that are around, how it will be perceived, almost like she don't want to be looked at as weak or anything of that nature, or giving in to Martell.
He's delusional.
1, 2, 3. I may have had my moment of hesitation, but I have to believe that she's going to catch me like I did her. You got it, T. Arms out.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Kelly Clarkson here, and I've got a new channel on SiriusXM that I want you to check out.
We don't care.
It's my...
She did it. There we go. Hola, hola, hola. I am here. Wow. I don't know why she's here. Lord knows we have enough drama in this group already. I'm not even angry with Kiki right now. I'm just done with her. Okay.
Hubby, make it. Why?
How you doing? No.
How you doing?
It didn't work. I want to explain to you all why I invited Kiki here yesterday. She called me and she said that Mel had asked her to give me a call. I had to make a decision whether to invite her on our trip. I am willing to give you a chance to be here and try and move forward because that's what groups do. Team building is men, whatever differences or anything they have with each other. I'm gonna give you the floor. Is there anything you like to say while we team building or
Sure,
stress?
I'll take the mic.
Okay.
I ain't gonna sing, but...
Okay.
To everyone who was at Kimmy Reese's barbecue, I want to apologize for causing a disruption, period. Kimmy and Maurice, I did violate and disrespect your home. I apologize for that. It was about you, and I took that moment and I made it about me. Tisha, I apologize to you for throwing the drink on you. I violated your personal space, and I was wrong for that. So I just wanted to speak my piece, and I'm happy to be here.
Maurice, Kimmy, y'all accept your apology? For me, I accept your apology, but it's been what, a month?
Yeah,
month and a half?
I think like it should have happened in the moment. I had to deal with the fact that you...
How many people knew Kimmy was gonna have a problem still? Let me see. I knew Kimmy was still gonna have a problem. I knew it wasn't gonna be received.
Nikki Israel says, too much sucking up to Tisha from Nell and Mel. Martell screaming like a petulant child and Kiki being chastised by the counselor was all too much for me. Yeah, I didn't really, I really was annoyed at the fact that one, Martell kept on getting real macho with every girl that he chose to speak to. Like, why are you raising your voice at all these women? That's completely unnecessary. And then on top of that, to make matters worse, I didn't like how Nell's man didn't step in to kind of like diffuse that or to like, don't be, because nobody's gonna raise their voice at my girl. I don't know. That's just my principles are set up. I don't think there's ever a reason for a man to be raising his voice at a woman, and let alone a woman that he's not even like in has any dealings with. You understand? So I really paid attention to that specific portion of it.
We haven't got to that part yet.
Oh, you haven't got to that part yet?
No, but I agree.
Yeah.
Because I do want to talk about that because I feel like why are you so emotional?
Yeah.
Over this woman?
Yeah.
I'm gonna instantly be like, okay, so you like her. I'm gonna take it there because why are you getting amped up? Why are you getting amped up over this? Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. Here you go, sweetie.
Yeah. I gotta scroll all the way down. What happened to it?
I don't know. You could just, just read one. I don't know what part you was on.
Okay.
But you would have to go down.
Yeah. But rules stated me because Kimmy is a fully indoctrinated Scot. Totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
I asked how many people felt like Kimmy wasn't going to take Kiki's apology.
Oh yeah. That was. I mean, I respect them for not taking the apology with like the most genuineness, because it's like you could have apologized like that in the moment. What was his name? Courtney?
No.
What was the one? Who was the person who said you could have apologized right then and there if you or the time?
Cancer Hunter.
Oh, that didn't sound like something.
So basically, Kiki is Letitia's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Letitia is copy and paste. Letitia and Kiki are having a beef because there was a rumor going around that Marceau was cheating on Letitia with Letitia's makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
So Letitia asked Kiki to find out what happened. Kiki was figuring out what happened, and then Letitia got mad at Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki and Stormy are confused as to why Letitia is mad at Kiki, because Letitia knew all along that Kiki was, trying to figure out what was going on behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. So then they went to Kimmy's party or her barbecue, and Letitia started ignoring Kiki, basically because Kiki was trying to find the information out. So Kiki got mad and threw a drink in Letitia's face or whatnot because Letitia was ignoring her. Mm-hmm. And then that's how their whole beef started. So basically, Letitia don't want to be around Kiki or don't want to talk to her because Kiki threw a drink in her face. Kiki threw a drink in her face because, in my opinion, Letitia hiding the fact that she knew that Kiki was looking for the information of her husband cheating on her
with Letitia's makeup artist.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. So that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That adds up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I didn't really understand the premise of their disagreement.
Right. So you can keep reading the comments before we play it.
Okay, got it. Get a clue stated Irene Bay, they want to be mad at Melody. Yeah, everybody always wants to pick a bone with Melody. It just doesn't matter what. I'm not surprised why she didn't want to do trust fall like that. And then we have Patricia T stated, Ms. Z, I see nothing wrong with Mel telling her to give Miss Nell a call. Yeah, I mean, if you were going to invite somebody into a function, like, and you wanted to talk to Mel
so basically, people are mad at, Letitia is mad at Mel because Kiki called Mel and asked Mel if she can go on a trip. Melody told her she don't know if she can come on a trip because it's not her trip. So she would have to call Nell and ask Nell. So Kiki called Nell and Nell told Kiki she could come. And that's why Letitia is mad at Melody. But Letitia always just want to be mad at Melody.
Because she felt like Melody was supposed to tell her or give her like a heads up to what was going on.
But Melody didn't even know if the girl was coming or not.
She just told her to talk to the person who was organizing the trip.
Right. Simple enough, right?
Yeah, she ain't trying to, it's not really none of your business that I had that conversation with her,
Right.
It's real.
But somehow it's Mel's fault.
It's Mel's fault somehow, some way. All right, let's see here. Candace Lee stated that Kimmy is dry, literally. I agree. Let's see. Roxy R said, I forgot her name was Kimmy. You funny. Yeah, y'all creative with the nicknames. You get to forgetting people's real name. Like Cancer Hunter, I still gotta remember that's Marceau.
That's Maurice.
Maurice, exactly.
Marceau is just Marceau.
Marceau's the one.
Or Big Titty So.
Josie Bradley stated Kimmy is a team Scott, so she will forever have a problem. I'm Kiki as long as Marceau and Tisha don't like each other. Don't like her, excuse me. Riley stated Josie Bradley, exactly. Shirley Soaps stated everything. Shirley Soaps and Everything Beautiful stated Myrtle was so rude and disrespectful. I can tell he has a violent temper, and he can't have his when he can't have his way. Yeah, I seen that. Like as everybody was just starting to disagree with his point, like you could hear his anger starting to elevate, like he as if he felt everybody was ganging up on him or something like that. But realistically, bro, you haven't been in the right since the beginning of the show. Like nobody's really been able to hold you to your face accountable. So like now it's all starting to just pile up on you, but this is years and years and years of your own actions. So you shouldn't be surprised by the fact that the people that have been able to watch you in depth are able to speak so casually about your mistakes and your inadequacies. Honestly, like you created this situation for yourself, so there's no real reason for you to be surprised or this upset. They didn't do it.
Right.
You did it. like how are you this bad at them? They didn't do anything to Mel. You did.
You got to make sure you're not covering the speaker when you sit it down like that. Oh my gosh, Mel! Wait a minute. Hold a second. Oh my gosh! Look, Mel is here. Hi, Mel.
Melody, how you doing?
She said, "I know you lying. You better leave my stuff alone." Yeah, her lemon scrub. Leave my stuff alone.
I'm gonna leave it alone, but it's amazing. You create an amazing product. You have my girl smelling so great every day. Like,
oh my gosh, thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. Shout out to Mel for stopping by on my channel. Oh my gosh, I'm starstruck.
hey Melody, how you doing? But anyway, back to
oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Where were we even at? I got caught up in
that. And my oil.
Yeah, I use everything. I'm not gonna lie, it all worked. It all worked great. Let's see. Oh, everybody's just shouting out Mel. I just thought so.
Because Mel is in the building. First of all, you need to stop everything that you're doing. Because Mel is in the building. Did she say anything else? I can't see. And happy holidays. Thank you.
Yeah, happy holidays and a happy new year to you as well. Let's see here.
And thank you so much for the package. I don't know if I can, but I really appreciate it. The lemon drop was so needed, and I really, really love the pumpkin spice, the pumpkin lip scrub. I can't stop eating it. I was supposed to make a video about it. It's actually problematic. It tastes too good. You have to not do that. Because people it's confusing. Yeah. Should I eat it or not?
She be like, yeah, you can eat it, baby. Be like, really? Are you sure I'm supposed to
Don't eat it? I was putting it on his lips the other day, and I was like, lick it.
Just eat it. Just eat it. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm supposed to eat this, baby girl. Are you sure? Did you read it?
I was like, eat it. It tastes so good. And he would not eat it, but I was telling him, oh my gosh, it tastes so good. Just eat it.
I did actually give it a shot.
And ain't it good?
Yeah, it's amazing. Actually, it's actually really
the
really
pumpkin
good.
Spice, and it tastes just like sugar and cinnamon.
Yeah, what's that one that tastes like cake? What's that one that smell like cake?
The lemon drop.
Yeah, the lemon drop smells just like a cake. You come out smell like an oven, like a bake, like.
He loved the lemon drop. Oh my gosh! Ask me a few questions. Oh my gosh! Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Babe, you ask the first question. Because he's a fan too. Okay.
Are you okay after that trust fall?
Okay. After the trust fall. Oh yeah.
But as far as the trip overall, did you enjoy yourself? Did you get the opportunity to, I guess, unwind and just kind of kick back and reset?
So basically his question is, did you really actually enjoy the trip? Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all something. The pumpkin really tastes so good. It's so problematic. It's not good, but I really do sit there and chew on it. It's so bad. Oh, I'm so embarrassed to say that, but it's the truth. It's so good. If you are a pumpkin spice person, it's such a shame, but that's exactly what you want your lip scrub that's pumpkin spice.
It's like ideal.
Oh my gosh, it tastes so good. Okay, wait, is Mel still in here? Okay, she said, yes, I am. Overall, the trip was cool because I made up my mind to do so. Okay, so basically, she's a forward thinker. When she puts her mind to being in a positive space, she's basically going to stay there. So, okay, one of my questions, Mel, is how do you feel about Nell? Because I know you and Nell, you guys are really good friends. But for whatever reason, in my opinion, I cannot tolerate how she tolerates your baby mom. So I just want to know, like, you know, your thoughts on that situation. Because a lot of your fans don't really care for Nell because she tolerates walkie talkie too much. So I sucked up the feelings and kept it moving and just made in my mind that I was going to enjoy myself no matter who was present. Okay, that was to the last one. Or was that this one too? Oh my gosh, cool. I have so much anxiety. I can't believe you stopped here. I really have anxiety. It's not even funny. It's bad. Okay, that was one question. I don't know if she getting ready for that one or if she's okay. Neil and I are are friends in real life. I've never had a direct issue with her. She's always shown me love. And I know she's had my back even when I'm not present. Okay. I can feel that. I can feel that. Another question that I want to ask you is how are the children doing? Because I could remember when you said once that, Mariah had changed when everything had happened in the beginning, with your marriage. But, has the children changed, in a, again, because I know it's a process with children. I've explained to you so often that like I was kind of like an Eminem kid, like I was in the situation that they were in, and I could remember as a child just having so many emotions like going up and down, and a lot of that was just based on where the family was in that moment. So how are the children doing? Because we really love the Eminem kids. A lot of us really care about them. And I know the only reason that I even started my YouTube channel was because I understood the perspective of being a child going through something like what you went through. So I just try to always do my part to watch them, teach them that they can always talk and share their emotions and feelings in therapy. That's great because I think that's productive to be a parent that allow your children to be open when it comes to expressing their emotions, especially, you know, as things change, because their feelings are going to always change. And I think it's great that you provide a safe space for them to openly communicate where they are, because it's always going to change. So just you being open to understanding where they are is great. And I guess another question that I have is um, as far as the as far as the reunion goes, okay? Can you give us something juicy to look forward to, like a sneak peek? Like, are we going to get some type of closure with anybody on the cast? Oh, and also, where are you and Stormy? Because this is a question that I really, really wanted to ask because I don't understand, or will we get any type of clarity? Okay, I can't give you any reunion. Okay. But where are you and Stormy? Because I am confused as to where you guys' relationship turned. I'm sure you are as well. But as of now, have you guys gotten a chance to kind of talk? Because a lot of the millimeters, we do not like, just how she started and where things are now. Because we just feel like things were kind of shady. Melody core. Okay, no. Okay. It still is how it has been. I said where I stood when we met up at the coffee shop, and I've stood on that. Now I do have some type of hate. Now I don't have some type of hatred or something. No. Right. Because we weren't necessarily expecting you to have any type of hatred. I was just kind of perplexed as to how that whole thing came about. And another thing, okay, y'all, Jay has candles that are coming out. How are you and Jay's relationship? Because I know you guys have a great relationship, but I also know, okay, wait, hold on. So no, we don't talk outside of the show, but I wish her well. Great. We wish her well. So as far, because you guys, Jay have candles that are dropping on the 31st, I believe. And I know you and Jay have a really great relationship, but Jay also talked about venturing out and, just exploring more. And I know that, he hasn't worked with you as much as he used to. So, how is it navigating supporting Jay while also trying to make sure, you know, his position is filled, if that makes any sense? Because I know Lauren has his positions, you know I know Lauren does your makeup sometimes now, but Jay also used to do your makeup a lot. Thank you guys. I'm actually really flustered, okay? Just understand that, okay? I'm actually really nervous. Jay and I are amazing. His candles are coming out and out in honor of his brother. Yes, I did forget to say that. I can tell you that as soon as this passing happened, he called me crying and said he didn't know who else to call. Okay, you guys are great, great friends. That's how close we and I are. And I got up out of my bed and talked to him through that. That is great. I mean, because I really love Jay. And so a lot of you guys know, because I know a lot of you guys were iffy when it came to Jay. I know you like here for Hot Tea Brief, but girl, let me tell you something, okay? Mel is on my live, all right? It's a lot of things that I've been wanting to ask her. And I've always wanted to do an interview. Oh, my next question could be, when will you be doing interviews with bloggers? I've always wanted to do an interview, but I've always been scared to ask because I know my content is kind of straddling, I'm seeing the lines between, you know, my entire team is supportive because they understand the goals. So whoever needs to do whatever to make sure I'm where I need to be, the way I need to be, it doesn't matter. Great. We all are a true team. He and Lauren were both in Cancun for the staff trip. Oh, yes. And I can remember Lauren was when he was making the jokes about her roast. Lauren is the one that don't really know how to cook that much, because that's no shade, because I don't know how to cook. I like Lauren all day. And I think I know the difference in their makeup styles, and they both look really good on you. But I think they both have like a different technique. I'm a makeup person. So let me see. I'm not sure right now, but it will probably be after the live interview with Carlos, which is going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to that. And another question that I have as far as the live interview, will we get a chance to ask questions? Because I know you and Carlos, you guys talked about it, but Carlos seemed like he was only open to it because you mentioned it. It wasn't something that he was actually thinking of. That's just kind of what I took from you guys' live. Oh wait, what shirts do Lauren have, you guys? He did seem like he was interested. I'm not producing it, but I definitely am giving suggestions, and he usually pretty open. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get to ask questions. Okay, do you want to ask a question, sweetie?
I do.
Don't ask anything about her baby mama.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't like.
So, Melody, what do you think is the key to wearing so many different hats so fluently and with so much grace?
Oh, that's a great question. Maybe you have to say it louder.
If you weren't able to hear me the first time, Melody, I was asking, how are you able to wear so many hats fluently with so much grace and just energy? You don't. It doesn't. You wouldn't be able to tell that you have so many, I guess, responsibilities as far as like handling your business on a day-to-day basis. But you're very, very uplifting, even in those processes, which I know aren't easy in any way, shape, or form. But you make it seem easy, definitely.
Okay, she says, I'm only able to do all that I'm doing with such grace and positivity is because of my team.
I believe it. I believe it. Having a good, solid structure and team and foundation,
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Having a supportive network around you.
Yeah, that's essential.
Mm-hmm. I agree. She said, I literally have purged my life in a way where only certain energy is even around me.
Mm.
That's interesting because that's something that we had started to do at the top of this year.
Yeah, and we had to reassess about 6 months, and it has definitely worked. So far, so good. Like we've been able to make a lot more gainful strides with less weight that's not positive. We have more positive weight and less negative weight.
Mm-hmm. And then,
And then also she stated, and because I only allow certain people and energies around me, it keeps everything moving easily and smoothly. I believe that. I believe that. It makes it easier for you to put your tunnel vision on and just take care of your goals. There's nobody that's diverting your attention or your focus from what it is that's important to you in that moment. So I can see how that would feed into your success.
I agree. And do you have another one? Oh, wait.
Yep. And she's also stated, so when I'm tired or down, guess what? Somebody on my team is gonna step in and bring in positivity. Yeah, that's essential because you can pull yourself up personally. Like if you're a strong person if you can pull yourself up. But when you have a team of people where the positivities is bouncing off of one another, to
Mm-hmm.
where like
Everybody can kind of pull themselves up, but together they
mm-hmm,
can continue to, I guess,
forge
uplift.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
agree.
a level of synergy that I think she's alluding to.
Yes. Great question. And do you have one more?
As far as hmm, I was gonna ask something about the kids. How's Sugar Mama doing?
You sugar. I know, right? She's so cute. And then she also said,
She said, so anybody listen, thinking about your superstars like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, etc., you don't see them with a whole bunch of friends and people in their circles. That's true. That's true. Everybody has a job, a role, a position.
I'm inspired by Wendy Williams. Believe it or not.
She said, "Sugar Mama is so funny." Yeah, I know it.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, he asking about Sugar Mama, y'all. help a sister out. Slow it down. Okay, and so another question that I have is, how do you feel about, I know you love the millimeters, right? But, how do you feel about the millimeters as a whole? Because some people seem to be under the impression that we are, or millimeters are bullies, even though, you know, we obviously aren't. Do you think that, our name, or the way that your fan base ride for you, do you think sometimes it can be counterproductive?
Melody also, and to respond to Melody, she also stated that I know she sleep because she tugs on me and expects me to lay down with her so she can go to sleep. Yeah, that's how my my baby do me. A little.
Thank you, Trending. Oh, you doing a three? Now, this, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm hoping this is exclusive tea. Melody said that she's actually about to do a 3-part special on the millimeters on her network, Nubian TV.
Oh, that's crucial.
That is cool. So what does something like that consist of? Uh-huh. People didn't understand Wendy Williams. She reported on the news and kept it moving. People hated about her. I loved Wendy. Wow. So what does something like that consist of? She said she thinks that's how special we are, that she's actually going to do a 3-part special on the millimeters on her network. For those of you that are interested, this is cool. We will be filming in Atlanta. Yes, it's exclusive. We will be taking info from those interested. Oh my gosh. Okay, Melody. So how do the millimeters get involved if they're interested? And we'll choose approximately 10 millimeters to be a part of the special. Oh my gosh. Ah, if this requires me to show my face, I am. I want to do it. I don't care. Okay, seriously, let me see him. Keep an eye on my story because I'll be posting the flyer. Okay, she's going to be posting a flyer there. Everybody, y'all heard it here first, I hope. It'll have the email to submit. Everybody pay attention. This is the exclusive tea. Yes, it'll be an in-person recording. Oh my gosh, that is cool. I would love to be a part of it if the opportunity arises, you guys. Okay. So, that is actually really cool. Thank you so much for dropping that in here. However, okay, so do anybody have questions for Mel? I don't want to take up cuz I know you guys probably have questions too. And then, yes, it'll be an in-person record. Okay, yes, I read that part. And then she said, but we are going to get to the heart of the millimeters, why they come about, why such a connection, etc. Just heartwarming and real, a movement. I agree. Oh my gosh, I really agree. I would love to be a part of it because I feel like I am a part of the millimeters from an entirely different outlook. And I feel like a lot of people that subscribe to my channel can attest to that. When I first started my channel, it was more so about from the perspective of a child growing up in an environment where my father was a narcissist, my mother was divorcing, and just being a child, because so often I was on YouTube and I was getting perspective from so many different women, but each of them had a similar perspective. So I am excited. I hope that's something that I can actually be a part of. 1 second, you guys. I gotta put my phone on the charger. Oh, here it is. That's the wrong one. Okay. The meters are such a broad spectrum, should be interesting. I agree. It is. I totally agree. It is a broad spectrum. You have women from every different aspect, and so many people feel like millimeters are just scorned women, when a lot of women don't even you know have experience in that field. They just understand being a woman, stepping into your journey, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself as a woman, demanding respect. Okay. So somebody said, why did Nail break every boundary that Mel set? Mel, if you're still in the chat, somebody is under the impression that Neil broke every boundary that you set. And there are people that are confused as to, even though for those of you that may have missed it, her and Neil are really good friends. And Melody said that she believes that Neil has always had her back, even outside of her presence. So I'm gonna say that Mel was being a good Mel and Neil were being a good sport for TV. Oh, Queen Sheba. Let's see. Is she in here? We love Queen Sheba. She keep it real low key. Oh no, somebody said yes. We need Queen Sheba. Oh yes, Queen Sheba, of course, will be there. Queen Sheba is a force to be reckoned with. It was irritating, but she was probably led to do so. She just knew and gotta learn to say no. Right. Okay. Oh, and I want to ask you about the Kiki situation. You can go ahead and.
Melody also stated, but because she's my friend, I wasn't going to make her job harder on her. Yeah, that's really respectable. And then so I just went with it.
Right. So that's what I thought initially. Like, you were just kind of being a good sport. So what are your thoughts with Kiki? And I don't really care about the behind the scenes blogger situation, but as far as you and your relationship with Kiki, I guess my question would be, have you guys interviewing for the job? Yes, girl. Let me tell you something. I am fanning out. Okay, boo. Don't ever get it twisted. I am a fan, a real one. But my question would be, have you and Kiki, can you and Kiki work on a relationship, or of course, I'm thinking that it'll just be a work relationship? Because a lot of people seem to feel like Kiki stabbed you in your back. I didn't get a chance to listen to the recordings, but there was a recording of her mom talking about you. So you and Kiki, what is that relationship like now? Thank you so much. Mel, that was my opinion as well, or that was my thought as well, Patricia said. Thanks for asking my question. No problem. Sexy Chocolate 215. Thank you for supporting me always. Not here for hot tea interviewing. Oh yeah. Neil is a true real one. Love Neil. She is real loud, tells it like it is. I actually really like the Fletchers. I think that they are a good addition to the show. They are very interesting. And I hope that they will be a lot more open to bringing their family on the show, and they are not offended by so many people speaking about their family issues, because it's so relatable. And I hope they understand, like, we all have our own problems, and we just appreciate them for bringing theirs to the forefront. It says,
Melody Cherie stated, excuse me, guys. There are so many layers. I will address it all eventually. But as far as now, I can say that everything I've experienced and I've learned, I don't do well with the slightest bit of betrayal. Understanding oneself, that's important. Melody also stated, so if it puts me in a position where I'm questioning you or intention, it's a no for me.
I agree.
That makes sense.
I agree. I think that's where I'm at in life now as well. If I have to question it, I just don't even want to be bothered with it, for the simple fact I shouldn't have to. I don't want to feel like this anymore. There's a certain feeling behind questioning someone, and it doesn't feel good, because there should be a clear understanding. We should be on the same path. We should be on the same page. I mean, not the same path, but right. It's just, if you are in alliance with me, or if you align with me, there are some things you just will and won't do. So the biggest thing when it came to that situation was just the mere thought that your mom would be comfortable with even contacting a blogger. Like, how have we gotten that comfortable? Where were the conversations to where your mother would feel comfortable with, taking the conversation to the blogger? The
Or
same,
any outside source.
or any outside source. The same way we can kind of say about, Letitia and her mother. You can act oblivious all you want, but she feels that bold to speak that loudly, because you guys are in agreement. Period. So thank you for answering that question, Melody. I really appreciate it. Do you have a question, babe? Okay, good. Because I didn't want to seem like I was taking the floor.
No, I'm on the job training right now.
Oh, okay. The next question that I want to ask is, how many people will be at the or I guess how many guests are you guys allowing for Carlos' open show? I don't know if you guys addressed that already. Okay, wait. Mel said last question. Okay, Mel, since it's the last question, don't answer the one that I just asked you. You can ask your last question.
Okay, Mel, my question for you is, I hear so many different beautiful things, and like different things as far as the like diaspora of millimeters that you've probably come across. Can you give us like maybe a story or an experience of like one of the more interesting or like extreme experiences that you've had with millimeters over the course of the time you guys have been producing this show?
Or a touching moment.
Or a touching moment, or anything of that nature that you've, or one of the more,
because we're not crazy.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not just running up on her.
No, I know you guys are. You guys carry yourselves with great class and the highest order. But I was just wondering, like, what's the most interesting or sentimental or heartwarming experience that you've had with the millimeters since they've come into existence?
That is a great question. Okay, wait. No, not that question. Please, not that question, Mel. I don't know the number, but I know we had them add more tables and chairs. So, ooh. Okay. So, y'all, there's still room available. Please, Mel, don't let that be the last question. But that was a good question, sweetie.
Thank you.
No, don't let them portray you. Portrayal is the girl.
I just heard that today too.
Baby. Okay, here it is.
Melody responded. She says, "I know y'all aren't crazy." LOL. Yeah, they be behaving themselves. I don't know why they try to play them like they're crazy. And then she also said, "I've traveled to speak in between nothing but love." I've had times where I've been able to hug women as they cry on my shoulder and hold their hand. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's great that you're able to have an experience with them. You're able to actually bond with like the core members of what's driving like the beast that is what you built today. And also, Melody stated, I've been able to speak encouragement into the lives of them face to face. I know that means a lot to you. I know that drives you to go further when you're able to sharpen iron with iron, and you're able to rub shoulders with the actual individuals that support you from day one and want to see you do great. It's amazing. And she's also stated, I've also had women who have encouraged and helped me when I felt down or weak due to this battle.
Cool.
That's important. And you know what I mean? Don't know each other from a can of paint, but we have the same message. We represent the same thing.
To be able to uplift one another and be that impactful. And thank you so much, Mill, for stopping by. And I just want to say one last thing. You encourage so many women. I'm only 26 years old, but you encourage women younger than me, older than me. And, you're a force to be reckoned with. I'm super inspired. And a lot of times, I'm a bit weary about the things that I post because I don't want it to affect you in any way, shape, or form. So you can always check me, okay? If the content is not of what you would approve of when representing the millimeters, okay? Because I never want to be the person to, I don't want to be that girl. I can be held accountable.
Melody also stated, so we're truly a force to be reckoned with. And some are sorors, doctors, educators, etc. So it's in the unity. Yeah, I know everybody comes from a very different walk of life with a wide array of experiences. So it's probably really cool to just get to speak to them on a day-to-day basis about how you've been able to encourage and inspire them through their separate journey of yours. And then also I see you stated, and remember, darkness always tries to attach itself to light to dim it. So keep going, keep pushing. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melody. I appreciate you answering all of our questions for real. Like, it means a lot. You don't understand. You outside of everything, you are a superhero to my lady. Like, she literally dawns upon you for advice, for just, I guess, just insight, wisdom. Like, it rubs off. The greatness and the example that you set for her and other women, it really does rub off. Like, it makes no sense.
Thank you, Mel, so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to hold you too much longer because I will fan out all night. Okay? I will fan out. Okay, let's see what the people have to say. And you heard her. You better stop using my stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Back to Old Spice.
Well, you can use the old one. She sent me a new one, so you could use the one that's this much in there.
Not the butt of it. At the end.
Yeah, you can use that one. That's all you need. You be using too much anyways. Y'all know how the men stick their whole arm inside your product? Like, you don't even need that much. Who needs that much?
What you be saying I stink? I'm trying to smell good.
Yeah, but you don't need that much to unrid outside smell.
I don't know, the way you be embellishing and exaggerating, you making it sound like I smell like the wilderness.
Girl, a working man stink. My God.
Come on, you stink.
Get in.
Take a bath.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I've been in here for 19 seconds.
Look, you got to go. I don't know what's it going. Them shoes. Yeah.
Oh man.
The first thing you do, you need them shoes, whatever else, and jump in the tub.
Don't even open the second though.
Without using my stuff. You heard her. Don't use my stuff.
But that's the heavy duty.
Don't use my stuff.
But your stuff works. My stuff be working for like the first 10 minutes you get out the bathtub.
Okay, well, if you could commit to doing your Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews, we gonna buy you some 7th Avenue. The oil,
Ooh.
the scrub, the lemon drop scrub, and you like the body butter.
Oh yeah, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
Big dog status.
That's what we're gonna get you. There you go. Deal.
Deal.
Okay. So just know. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the comments. But we gotta get back into our review. Thank you so much, Melody, for stopping by and blessing my channel with your presence. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate you. You pull up and stop time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kim Jones said that was amazing. Melody just popped in unexpected.
Facts. Y'all are cool.
Diane Sanders says, I love how y'all team tag together with love. Oh yeah, that's my baby. Relly said, no, I don't, because I wish a mother would. Quiet Storm 2.0 said, don't go back to the old Spice. Oh no, that was strictly a joke.
Well, where you going back to? Oh, you gonna work? You gonna get on you gonna do your YouTube?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the YouTube Spice. I'm on 7th Avenue. That's what I'm gonna be on. She said, yup, here. Lil Poulette and gang said, yup, here for the hot tea. Miss B said, Paulette and the gang stated, yup, here for the hot tea. Excuse me for mispronouncing your name. Miss B stated, is here for the hot tea going to the podcast with you in January? Yup, you know it. I'm already manifesting it.
He is not going.
Oh, wait. She asked if you're going, not me.
Sweetie, you think you going to the Millimeter podcast without me?
Wait, no, I'm saying you're going to the Millimeter podcast. You're a lock for the podcast. I'm just the plus one.
You fanning out.
I'm just the plus one.
Oh, I was gonna say
what I got to do?
Because you read it as if, am I going with you?
Oh. Well,
and it says, is Mr. here for? And no, you're not going.
Oh yeah, I definitely misread that.
He can't go.
Oh yeah, I'm
his voice is too distinctive.
Yeah, I can't go. I just thought I misread. I thought y'all were asking if she was going. Excuse me. Butterfly Kisses says, thank you so much. Thanks so much, Mel. I got the I know.
I'm gonna go with a group of my friends.
That's cool. Irene Bay said, here for the hot tea. Share your stuff with him. Yeah, she be trying to crab, man. I be trying to smell great. I'm trying to come out smelling like
he used too much. He fat.
Something like that.
He used too much.
Sheila Bradley said, "Great job here for the hot tea with the flowers. I appreciate appreciate that so much, Sheila." Carla Johnson, Mel, I'm so glad you got out of your marriage. I didn't make out of mines in time, and because I wanted out of the relationship, he broke my finger. I'm so sorry about that. He's a coward. You do not deserve that. Aurelie stated, "I don't play about my products." Period.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, be burning through the heat protector. Carly Trammell said, at Melody Sharir, they all simply hate you because they can't beat you. Never let them dim your light or close your heart. Yeah, you know, her heart way too big for that. They can never in their life. Terry Fulcher stated, here for the hot tea, you did great.
Thank you. I have anxiety.
Man, I'm going to keep her calm at all times. She knocked it out the park. She did an excellent job today.
Thank you.
Wanda Burns stated, not the Old Spice, man. I was just joking. That's high school. Robin Davis, this was amazing. Yeah, I had no idea Mel was going to pull up on us like that. That caught me off guard. Jesse, baby girl, stated, here for the hot tea. I love the chemistry between you and your husband. It's beautiful. Lil Paulette and the gang. No, Lil Paulette and the gang stated,
yeah, that's her name.
Lil Paulette and the gang said that my husband wants to get on with me, but I told his ass, nope, damn. Linda Morehouse said, hey, here for the hot tea. What's going on from the family? Get a clue stated, Mel, the first time you heard here for the hot tea, call Martell your baby mama. Did you roll on the floor laughing? I did.
I think Mel gone now.
Oh, yeah, Mel might have hit the road.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda, we do have, she does have a Cash App, and it should be in the banner that's going across the bottom. If you are not able to see it, it should be that little green banner at the bottom.
Thank you so much.
And we appreciate you so much. Shirley Soaps and Everything Beautiful stated, it's been many days I felt like giving up, but she encouraged me to keep going. Love me some Melody Shari. Yeah, don't she do it? Don't she just inspire you to go harder? LML at the bargain. Let me see here. Such a good wife. Yeah, she is an amazing wife. Melody and my wife. Kim Jones stating, sharing is caring, guys. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. here for the hot tea. She just got to stop gatekeeping. Let me eat a little bit, man. Let me smell great. Melody, let's see. Just chilling. Case to here for the hot tea. You and hubby did great. We appreciate you. Thank you. She did all the work. I'm Robin. She Batman. I'm Robin right now.
I don't want to be Batman.
You don't want to be Batman. You want to be Batwoman.
I want to be Catwoman.
Catwoman. Excuse me. Yeah, cat. Okay, you
ain't
cat.
no Batgirl.
Okay. I'm not really up on game.
You know, I love Marvel.
I know you love Marvel. Okay, Catgirl and Batman. I'll be it. But you the star.
I'm Catwoman.
Catwoman. I know Catwoman. You the star, baby girl.
You said Catgirl.
Catwoman. Terry Fulcher said Carly Trammell. Butterfly Kitchen said she left one more comment. Irene Bay said y'all did great. Thank you so much. Lil Paulette in the game said y'all so sweet. I love it. Red and says I'll be there or be square. Marquis 727X said yes. I'm also fighting in a spiritual warfare. You gonna get through it. Mel Trill 35 said Mel left you guys a sweet message. We appreciate that, Mel.
Where? We'll find it.
Lil Paulette in the gang said LOL.
It says stroll up.
Scroll up.
I don't see it. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you so much, Mel. We appreciate it. Melody stated in closing, y'all have an amazing day. Keep pushing and being a great couple. Love each other, listen to each other, and keep others out. Yeah, for sure. We also we locked in, Melody. Thank you for the kind words. We'll take heed.
We sure do keep people out.
Mm-hmm.
Cuss your ass out.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Mind the business. Should have kept. Sharon Williams said, "I love the example of healthy Black love. Keep teaching and being the example."
We are not the example.
We try to be. We try
to be good people
for ourselves and for the ones coming up behind us. KB said, "Y'all missed Mel's last response. We just caught it now. Thank you for the update." Shirley Soaps and Everything Beautiful said, "Y'all so sweet. Love y'all."
Thank you.
Alf Mac, thank you, Shirley, and thank you, Alf Mac, for the $20 super chat. We really appreciate it. Alf Mac also said, "Hey, here for the hot tea. Hey, Mr. Here for the hot tea. Happy holidays to both of y'all. Happy holidays to you as well. Y'all did a great job asking Melody shrewd questions. We appreciate it. Learning on the job." CC stated, "Here for the hot tea. Your voice is distinctive too. I'd recognize it anywhere." Don't it? I like hearing a harp. Roxy R said to read Mel's last message. Y'all, it's so sweet. We did. Thank you. Lil Paulette in the gang said, "I'm so sorry" at Carla. Variety VYT said, "Sorry, Miss Carla. Hope y'all all is well now." Rick H, he said, "Third Cash App sent for how you move." Thank you, Rich H. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Salute, Rick H. Let's see here. Lynn said, you guys are such a great team. I enjoy both of you. Keep doing what you do. We appreciate the encouragement and support." Variety VVYT said, "Yes, I'm here I'm here for Mel's baby mama. I became an instant fan." I would too.
Okay, we gotta get back to the review. Okay, let's get back to the review, y'all. All right, because the main part that the tech guy has to comment on is the simple fact that male baby mama always yelling in other women's face and other things. So let's get into it.
You had just dealt with. I interrupted something that was specifically for you after such a huge moment for you, a celebratory moment. I didn't know how to face it. I didn't. I think a month after the fact is just like a bit down the road.
Keisha, do you accept her apology?
Talk about sure. She's so extra.
Here's what I have to say. This was hard for me.
Now she walking out.
I didn't want the trip ruined.
And it's like, what's wrong? You didn't have your mom? You didn't have Marceau? Ain't that what she said about Melody?
For everyone. I I didn't want nobody to pack up and leave.
Don't cry, Miss Nell. Don't cry.
So, no, I don't want nobody to feel out of place. No.
We all have a good time.
I can handle mine.
I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. Like, isn't this the same group of people that witnessed this girl assault me? And now she's in here prancing alone. Like, I thought we all agreed that that wasn't cool. So why is she here?
Hey, baby girl, you good?
Mm-hmm.
You upset?
Yeah. Just feel played, you know?
It's still played, but it's all right.
No, it's the end of the day, y'all. They'll talk to her, and Mel talked to her, so you knew she was coming, and neither one of y'all say anything to me about that.
She want to have an issue with Melody so bad.
We kind of feel maybe she and Nelly have a conversation because he was blindsided by that.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
I get it. I think it was definitely worth the conversation prior to coming in. Are you gonna come back in? You gonna come back in the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna gather myself, and then I come back in.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, I mean, I felt like everybody just then was receptive when she was talking. I don't know where they went to.
They're coming back. She just need to gather some.
Can you hold this down? I'm gonna go talk to Tish and Marcel. And yeah, I'll be back. Do y'all want?
I agree. If you don't accept it, you don't accept it. But this is exactly who Tisha is. Like, she'll tell you one thing in your face and talk about you behind your back. She sat there talking about sure while Kiki was standing right there just to walk out and have a conversation to Nell about the situation.
Here. I told her this may not go the way she wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through this part because I'm gonna do a video about that individually. So what we can do is go ahead and.
I won't ask you about your cheating. Mel, did you cheat on him too? Please give me the goddamn answer. I'm sick of his ass.
Only time I talked to anybody was when I went with Martell no more, and I never went back. Next question.
That's it.
Y'all good?
Yeah, I asked her. Right on goddamn camera. Did she cheat on your ass? Good? You got that? You happy? You satisfied?
Wait, hold on. That's not the part to start from. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Because I skipped through it.
Build my relationship with you. She's not saying. I apologize.
Okay, here it is.
I didn't hear. I really do apologize. I promise you I do. And I'm going to fix it. So I invited Kiki to Houston against my intuition, really because I had a soft spot for her. Unfortunately, Fletcher was right. I actually should have spoken with Letitia first. Marceau and Tish, I just had to talk to them in private, and it's a smack in the face from me. I told you I will allow you to come here, but if the house was divided, I will have to send you away. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to stay.
That's fine. I don't have to stay in the house. Yeah, I'm not staying in the house anyway.
I just can't.
That's fine. I'm not staying in the house. You ain't got to. But I'm most definitely not going to allow anyone to dictate whether especially not them.
Yeah, I don't understand why Nell crying.
Well, this is the energy I didn't want. So now it seems like the energy is here. We all finna be divided again, and we can't move forward like
Can I ask you something, Miss Nell? You said you talked to Tisha. Did she tell you it was a no?
Pretty much.
Hey, Mel, do you remember when you were having some issues and you didn't want to be around people?
I mean, I'm not saying y'all are wrong.
And so they saying, remember when you was having issues and you didn't want to be around people? Y'all let y'all mammy talk about her kids' hair. Are we forgetting something? I'm confused. Are we forgetting something? Didn't they let their mammy talk about her kids' hair? And then they tried to act as if she wasn't talking about her children. Didn't they let they mammy compare her children to another man and try to hold up a side-by-side picture of this woman child and another man? Did that not happen? I'm trying to understand why they act as if like they are morally always in alignment, because they aren't.
That's fine. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I just can't.
That's fine. I'm not staying in the house. You ain't got to. So I'm most definitely not going to allow anyone to dictate whether especially not them, where I can and can't go.
Well, this the energy I didn't want. So now it seems like that energy is here. We all finna be divided again, and we can't move forward like that.
Can I ask you something, Miss Mel? You said you talked to Tisha. Did she tell you it was a no?
Pretty much.
Hey, Mel, do you remember when you were having some issues?
And they brought Mark on the show.
Y'all are wrong at all. I'm just wondering how, because she's saying she's taking it.
I'm saying you as a friend.
Yeah.
That's a violation to me.
What is? What's a violation to you?
If you knew about this, and
if I knew about what?
Kiki coming here.
I didn't know Kiki was coming here.
Okay. My thing is that just like when we have our conversations, and I say, "Hey, I didn't see all of that was happening," right?
Yeah.
And I didn't see all of that. You guys get that same one story. You guys get that same one side of the situation.
Marco, you didn't get all what? It ain't pertaining to me, is it?
Yeah, I think that part of what we went through, the Mel versus Martell comes back around, and we have exactly one side of a story.
So y'all believed Martell with the things he said to y'all?
But what I'm saying is,
what then?
I'm what? There's two sides. Why are you so close to me?
What was said? What was said to you? If you want her, that you just said. What you just said.
Only two of us know the answer. All right. So if you really want to get it straight out of the Rogers mouth.
This is serious for me. I really wish you could get in a good space. I am trying to build my relationship with your cousin. I'm very straightforward. I personally don't have anything against you. I also have to respect how she feels.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, all y'all Rogers fans, I hate that. This was all y'all.
We still team business?
Everything that went left.
Marcel, did you ask Mel what did she do?
No. I'm not trying to get into
These people.
What you ask?
Chris, what the hell thing is that mean? No, you two know. You ain't Chris.
And so y'all hear Letitia asking Marcel talking about, and this is I can't get with Letitia. So she's gonna ask Marcel, did you ask him what she did? Meanwhile, this is the same woman that got in the confessional and said, "Oh, everybody saw what Kiki did to me, and they're gonna act as if this okay, or they still want her around." As a woman, you saw what Walkie Talkie did to his ex-wife, but you still want him around. And you have the gall as a woman to ask your husband, to ask him, did Mel cheat on him? Which is why your husband show more respect to Mel than he show you. You know for a fact that's not true. Marceau know for a fact that's not true, which is why he wouldn't dare ask her that. But it's the fact that, like, as a woman, you don't know that men play stupid little games like this when they get upset and try to act as if women or the woman had did something to them, which is what inspired them to cheat. When we all know, if a woman is cheating on her husband, he's going to leave her. And even if he don't, it's not going to be nothing they don't communicate about. We didn't hear anything about Mel cheating on Walkie Talkie until Mel divorced him and walked away. And truth be told, he probably didn't even know about the apartment and Mel dating if it wasn't for, Destiny, probably the one that told him. And then he asked Mel, and then she told him probably. Do you want to say something?
He told me.
Thing is that mean? No, you two know. told me.
His voice too loud.
That's the question. Even you told me. The questions you guys asked about Martell. What did Martell do wrong? You know what I'm saying? Melody, did you ever cheat on Martell? Did you ever do anything to Martell? You told me your story. I told you. Listen. Afterwards. Listen.
I just want to pause for a second because here's just what I want to say. Because Mel's baby mama is extremely triggering. You want to say something?
Yeah.
Hold on. Sweetie wants to say something, but Mel's baby mama is really triggering. And I'm the type of person to where I don't confront men. I don't confront men because there's just no reason for me to be confronting a man. However, if there was ever an a time for a man to be yelling at me, especially if my husband is around, I never have to raise my voice. And if there's ever a time to where I'm having a disagreement with a man, there are a few words that I'm going to say to where I am initiating a duel between my husband and you. Because I know, like, if you raise your voice at me, I'm going to tell you to calm down. I'm going to hold on, calm down. Like, why are you yelling? But depending on what you say to me and how far you willing to take it and how much you willing to yell, I'm only 2 seconds away from calling you a PAN. Not a ban, a pan. And and I already know who I am. I know for a fact if I'm calling you a pan, I am directly violating you. I am initiating my husband into a duel with you, and I want to duel with your wife. Because ain't no way in the world you in my face yelling at me. Like, I just know who I am as a person. But with that being said, I don't initiate my man into duels. I don't be out here starting shit with men, and men don't typically yell at me. Mainly because my husband is always right there. So it gets different. But we've never been in a situation like that.
Yeah, we haven't been in no hectic crossfire like this, but I just don't like the fact that like Nell is at the center of it and Chris ain't right by her side or trying to keep her calm. Cause and also checking Martell because he's having this conversation with Neil, and it seems like they have some sort of mild understanding. I don't really know their background as far as
Like
how.
they've been friends for
Yeah,
over
yeah,
14
yeah. Like
years.
they've been cool for a while, so he obviously feels comfortable enough to direct this amount of emotion towards her. But 14 years or 45 years, if I'm in the same room with my old lady and it's her and another man are having a conversation, he need to be using his inside voice, so it's gonna get hectic. That's all I'm gonna say. It don't and then on top of that, once I've noticed that it's gotten to the point where he's not using his inside voice, I gotta step in and intervene. The conversation don't even need to be continued any further because it's too much emotions that are being invested into it. I'm gonna start looking at you crazy, so it's
First and secondly, I've never seen my husband direct that much level of aggression to another woman. So even we've been friends with people not for over 14 years. So I don't know what that looks like. But we've been friends with people, okay? We have family members that we've had, altercations with that he's never directed that much level of aggression to. And for me, I would look at it like, especially if it's like a friend group or something like that, like you doing all this yelling at this woman, like, are you eye fucking her when I'm not paying attention? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you so emotionally drawn in toward this woman? Because I don't know about y'all, but I've only seen my husband like get angry, like like I've never seen him direct that level of anger anywhere. And that's not to say like, oh, he directs anger toward me, but he gets very emotional and animated when it comes to me. I've never seen him so animated the way Walkie Talkie gets when he's communicating with
any other woman.
Any woman. Like any woman.
Like,
he gets so animated.
And in contrast, when he was addressing Marceau about his issue with I guess Marceau dragged him into the conversation, or he felt like Marceau dragged him into the conversation about something he said. Like, he was in Marceau face, they was talking, but I seen the little hand fighting they had going on. Like, Marceau was ready to pop him if he decided to get too close. Because I feel it's like, once again, why you feel so entitled to my space as a man? Why are you in my inner matrix right now? We can have we in an open room.
Right.
You can communicate, control your body language, but you doing all this animated stuff that'll really get you put down. And it's not even to say like that's a threat, but that's just any man. You're not finna be in my face addressing me about something, and then you think you're finna be pointing at me or
And
putting your hands on
walking
me,
up on
and
you.
walking up on me. Like at that point, I'm starting to think it's self-defense mode. And we ain't even having a peaceful conversation anymore. You know?
Somebody said she not even gonna say anything. She just gonna look at her man. And I absolutely agree. Like, my husband, no, listen, okay, he's very, very calm, very calm. And if we are ever in a situation, I've only had to do this with one man, which was, I'm assuming, a family member.
Yeah.
Well, two of family members.
Yeah.
And it was very known. Like, he is very quiet. He's not gonna talk. He's not gonna say anything, but you're not gonna raise your voice. Yeah, and he gonna step in so fast. But typically with family members, male family members, look, I'm gonna hit you with that pan so fast.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Pan.
Pan man.
Let me tell you, Mr. Pan Man, we not even finna do that. I have a very low tolerance for men. My husband knows I have a very, very low tolerance for men. Okay, we're not doing no back and forth. All right, get away, Pan. Yeah. And I'm telling you, because if you feel like you can approach me as a man, I'm calling you a Pan, okay? Because I want to whoop your wife ass.
It is on. Challenge accepted.
Not only that, but my husband know who he dealing with, and he not gonna say nothing. He just knows. So he just knows. Like,
if I hear them 3 words come out her mouth, it's time to buckle up.
He knows, because he know I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm not just gonna be out here saying that to people, men. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
She barely want to talk to y'all. So
I don't even want to talk to y'all.
Talk to you heathen. So when y'all charlatans get out y'all pocket and get all emotional and feelings butt hurt because she said a little jokey joke that you wasn't prepared for today, just make sure your pants pulled up, bro. That's all I would say, dog.
Because I am gonna take it there. Like, I'm gonna laugh in your face. Then I'm gonna call you a Pan. And then I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna look for whatever woman you in the room with.
Absolutely.
Because I know what I'm doing. Because if I know for a fact that if I call you that, typically men are not gonna take that the right way
at all.
So I know what I'm doing. I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing.
Just make sure all your emotions is lined up when you started the bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say. Hope you secure with yourself before you started this.
Because I know I probably sound like a hothead on live, but I don't start stuff with people.
Yeah, we're not out here picking folks.
I don't start stuff, but I will take it all the way to the courtroom.
I gotta finish it.
I will take it all the way to the courtroom. Mm-hmm. It don't make no sense.
Your Honor, it started with me.
And that's gonna be my defense every time. He know. Him and that lawyer know.
Mm-hmm.
wrong. You hold yourself accountable for your hell, and it's okay. It's 3 years. I'm cool with it. I've apologized. I've accepted my. It's okay. I'm not blaming Melody for nothing. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Chris. I'm talking about more so. Well, hold their ass accountable. Because I told you before. It's you too. Woman first. I was honest with you. Exactly. I'm a woman you first. Were. So, I've been through something. Accountability too, then. I'm not gonna sit here. Don't blame it on me. I'm not blaming it on you. You blaming it on me. That's what you doing.
Pause this shit. Hold
Don't
on.
curse.
I'm sorry. Excuse my French, y'all, but he's still yelling at the lady, talking about they blaming you, blaming me, bro. Like, accountable men ain't that posture and their composure and how they choose to. That's not an accountable man's repertoire to be sitting here like going back and forth. Like, she is saying real stuff. She's saying, I have been through these experiences that these women have gone through. You need to take personal accountability for how you subjected these women to these situations. This is a self-help therapy session, bro, not Jerry Springer. He got this Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos ass energy, man. Like, why does it have to be so chaotic every time you open your mouth, man? Like, I respect Melody. Melody done got the hell on like 20 minutes ago.
Because you would have got popped.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, bro.
I don't care. That's why
man.
I say we are not the example. Melody is the example on what you want to be.
Scram.
Because
hit the road.
because baby. Hell
nah.
Baby, you would have got popped. I'm sorry. I love you.
I would have deserved to get popped. If that's how I'm carrying on, people who carry on like that deserve to get popped. Like, that's like, I know it's a very simple equation. You make a mistake, you try to sweep it under the rug, you get popped. Like, I don't get it. Like, and that's all it should.
He was yelling at her.
Yeah, you yelling at her. You brought this animated ass hand movement, bro. You not, and then on top of that, the words that are coming out of your mouth don't equal. He's saying it's been 3 years. It's cool. I'm cool with it. Okay, you cool with it, but the people that are being directly affected by the negligence and the lack of leadership in your actions aren't cool with it. You understand me? Like, everybody is sitting on eggshells because of a situation that you have created. Like these women already have their own individual discrepancies, but you being present as a certain level of dysfunction and dismay that makes it hard for anybody to be able to have a productive or fruitful therapy session. These people are here because they have problems that they face in their relationship, and everybody came as an adult with their big boy pants on, but you still over here playing around, messing around in the sandbox, trying to point the blame and point the finger. But at the end of the day, you need to be pointing that finger at yourself and taking this opportunity to reflect, not bringing women into the damn house or pointing or trying to pick and antagonize that male or any of that. You should have made it about yourself. You should have came trying to prepare and deal with the fallacies and the problems that you've created by not being a man in your relationship, man. Like, you digging a deeper hole for yourself. It doesn't seem like after 3 years you really learned anything from this situation other than it's everybody else's fault.
Right.
Like, it's crazy to me, man. Like, watching him, hearing him speak and talk and how he thinks, it's like, God damn. Y'all old mugs, like, y'all old heads don't be knowing nothing. Like, it just be, you shake them old head, it sound like a can of peanuts. Like, like, damn.
Right. Out of control.
And it's like, and then we be confused why the younger generation be lost, because we got cats like that they be trying to look up to and don't have any real tangible experience or tangible anything to reference to. Like, you are not a role model, bro. And it's a lot of Martells running around with no cameras running, but just running around doing their damn Martell thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sad to see my brothers at such a detriment mentally. Like, it be making it hard to make friends. Like, I say this all the time. I don't really be wanting to associate with nobody because too many people carry this mindset, these traits, these lack of accountability or self-reflection into who you are and how it directly translates to the people around you. Like, you have to he don't look himself in the mirror. He really does not look himself in the mirror, and it's blowing up in his face every time. Like, he has not been around Mel one time and ain't been embarrassed. Like, literally, she be embarrassing him and don't be saying a word to him.
Okay, let's read some of the comments.
Yeah, let's read some of these comments. Lies and more lies stated. Pacino rules. I think since Mel was ignoring him at this point, he was jealous of Marcel talking to Mel. At the town hall, Mel was cordial by speaking with him then. She doesn't owe him any words at all. Let's see here. Roxy R stated Martell was suffering a narc injury. I like very well put. And he was spiraling. He didn't get the reaction that he wanted from Mel, so he had a tantrum. So characteristic of a little ass boy. Relly stated, at get a clue, I get that. But I think she thought that they would be cool since he was the one that wanted freedom.
I agree. I think she thought they would be cool I agree. And it's like, why, once they got a divorce, he should have been able to go on about his merry way, do whatever he want, because Mel let him go. I don't know why he made it so hard.
I think Destiny went back and told excuse me, I didn't mean to. Jasmine Reed stated that Martell is weak. He is so weak, man. All this rah rah for the ladies, but when a dude in your face, you want to be real mellow tone. Patricia T stated, I think Destiny went back and told Martell a lot of mess. I believe it. Kiwana Henson stated, Slow Tail need to be in a cage along with his crocodile mouth baby mama. Oh man, they cook it with hot grease today. To get a clue, that the fact that Mel's baby mama insists on lying about her cheating on him is why he had to get back, and he never will. He needs to go quietly into the night, and he will forever be silent and invisible. For real, he's a doorstop, bro. And Green stated, "Team, love you both." Yes, we love you too. Let's see here. Zane, let's see. Okay. Sheila Davis said Hotel is weak. It's apparent. Andrea Delilah said Martell really sounds like a bitter baby mama. It's ugly to watch. It's like a dumpster fire. Irene Bay said, imagine that scroll up in the chat when Mel was chatting. She explained her and Nell's friendship. They have a really close bond. Let's see. Quiet Storm 2.0 said, right, tread lightly, ho. Pacino Rule said, deep breaths, Miss Nell. Deep breaths. Yeah, she got to calm down. She get her blood pressure up over this imbecile. Relly said, sir, you're blaming her now. Literally, he's over here pointing the finger at her, talking about take accountability. She didn't cheat on anybody. She just tried to bring y'all together so y'all can have.
Well, he was blaming Neil
for bringing for inviting him to the function. Yeah, I mean, bro, like if you was gonna be there, be of use, be of substance. You've already done so much damage. Roxy R says he sounds like he's insane. He really do got a couple loose. He's not screwed tight, bro. Like he's just not all together in his head. I Am Unique said it. All this screaming was so unnecessary. The lack of communication skills. It's like, bro, if you cannot compose yourself when you are emotionally wound up, you are not a man. You are still 15. Zane Good said, I hate that Mel, not Nell, had to engage with this fool. Where's her protection? I'm saying Chris over here watching from the sidelines like you afraid of some shit. You need to step up and say something. Quiet Storm said, his veins was popping out his neck. This is not an act. Bro was heated. I ain't gonna lie. He like he finna bust the blood vessel. Narktail is deflecting. Taking accountability is death to his ego. Yeah, it's a jugular cut to his ego. Get a clue, Relly. Oh no, I'm sorry. Get a clue. She responded to Relly.
I was gonna say, what you mean? Get a clue, Relly?
I was trying to be smooth with it. You okay?
Yes, I am.
Get a clue stated, Relly, perhaps. I'm a different breed. My pettiness knows no bounds. I will have my revenge, no matter how long it takes. Yeah, don't play a woman scorn. Hell have no wrath like a woman scorn. Pacino Rules stated that that's the show he belongs on. Jerry Springer here, yeah. He definitely to be over there. Let's see here. Kendra Curry stated, I live in Houston. I was like a man if only I knew exactly where they were filming and when the cost and was going to be down there. Me and my sisters would have found a way to show up in Jump Hotel. Yeah, we would have got beat up by a flock of 80 millimeters. Lori Smith stated, I love you both doing this interview. I still love my internet niece doing her thing. Thank you both. Appreciate the love, Lori. Justine Marie stated, at the end of the day, Martell, you know you've been cheating on her. And for years had a baby and also was in a relationship with a woman in DC like we don't like Martell. Nothing gonna change that. He's got a scarlet A. Simply Breeze said his panties was definitely in a bunch. Yeah, man. He was all over the place.
Okay.
Since he liked to fight women and women, I'm telling you, I thought I was the only one who noticed that he don't got this level of energy for none of the other men in the room, and they probably the ones talking the most trash about him.
They do.
They do. Like, don't none of them like him. That's why what's his name, Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Courtney, I'm giving me a whole nother house. I ain't even got time for this bullshit.
That's something we would do.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even stay in the same house.
Peace. We ain't gonna sit here and argue with y'all.
Knowing how I am.
This ain't no therapy. Therapy plus
and
him.
then I think they had to share bathrooms.
Oh yeah, that's gross. They ain't going for that one. That's some nasty work right there.
I ain't gonna lie, Neil. I thought y'all was upper echelon. We regular people and we book trips and we ain't sharing no bathroom.
No, this is not Walmart or summer camp.
I was smack Martell in his mother. Look, the whole time you been saying you want to get everybody together. Get together. No. I ain't finna sit here and argue with this damn dude. I have him in Fletcher fighting. What's wrong? I will bust Martell in his mother.
I should have him and Fletcher fighting. Girl, Fletch should have been whooped his ass.
Yeah, Fletch should have came with the right hook.
Your man don't want to put his hands on him because your man would have just butt in.
His thing is like everybody keep coming for him. He's like, Mel has never admitted to being wrong in anything.
Look at Kimmy. I don't like her.
You cheated on him too. Mel, did you cheat on him too?
I don't like Kimmy ass. Kimmy is.
Be on the sidelines, hate.
Like, I cannot stand her. She is such a hater.
She just sit there staring.
Like, don't have nothing valuable to say. Who she act like? Don't say the name. Who she act like? Don't she act like?
Yeah, she don't. Yeah, she do. She do
Ooh.
act like.
Ooh. She act just like that lady. Ugh. Ugh. Me and that lady would bend over and take it.
Yeah.
Next question.
She got the vibes.
They got the right masters over there right now.
Okay.
It was when I went with Martell no more, and I never
cheat on him too. Please give me the goddamn answer. I'm sick of his ass.
Only time I talked to anybody was when I went with Martell no more, and I never went back. Next question.
This is when he's trying to say she cheated.
Yeah, I asked her. Right on goddamn camera. Did she cheat on your ass? You good? You got that? You happy? You satisfied? The camera.
And y'all don't like Stormy, but shout out to Stormy for the part she played in this.
So now we talking about
just this little part. Don't get it twisted.
Hurting me.
He always looks confused.
What you say? Throwing something in my face.
You know what? You're a typical ass narcissist. You know what?
Oh my God.
Look, he just be letting him.
They don't take sides.
Baby, no. You cannot say that.
I'm sorry. He grinds my gears. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hold on. We got to go on mute. Y'all, you know it said when Tech got called somebody a B-ass.
I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. That's beneath me to even speak like that.
No, it's not beneath him. It's right on cue.
Because he is one. I still think he is one.
Okay, but
not on wax.
Be a good sir. I'll be better.
This is like a point of her taking Melody's side because she's always pointing the finger like, Martell, you destroyed your family. You cheated on your wife and things like that. No, that. Melody, she cheated too. I made no mistake in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? I did. She did.
Look how manipulative a narc is.
Wife and things like that. No, that. Melody, she cheated too. I made no mistake in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? I did. She did. She cheated. I cheated.
She didn't. You see how manipulative he is? Like, she cheated, I cheated. That's not the order in which it went.
Oh my God. This is so childish.
Tell me when I cheated and who and where?
The apartment.
The apartment? Let's talk about the apartment. In March of 2017, I found out that he had been cheating on me for at least 2 years at that time, okay? Then I stayed
Look how
with
dumb
him.
he looked.
October, homecoming of A&M 2017, I caught him in the truck with his other baby mama, okay? I left and got my own apartment in December, moved out. He and I didn't get back together until about April 2018. Boom.
Okay, so look, let's go back before Martell cheated. Melody, she used to leave the house, say, I'm going to the hotel for 2 days. She used to do that often. I'm like, okay, go. That's when things started changing. I'm like, damn, sex started changing. I started complaining. I complained for about a year before I stepped out. And again, as a man, what else can you do?
But you did cheat first. You cheated.
You could talk sexy to her. How about that? Let's start there. Talk dirty.
Since you don't gotta go to the hotel.
Talk dirty to her. How about that?
Even if you at the hotel, it's none of your business.
No, she was going. Okay, he's basically trying to say that because she was taking time for herself
that was her,
in the hotel.
That was her
having,
cheating
right.
with another dude. You fucking dunce.
Mm-hmm.
That don't constitute no thing. Maybe she want to get away from your.
But that's what he trying to say.
Don't find out. What else can you do?
But you did cheat first. You cheated.
No,
she did cheat, but you cheated.
No. Just because you don't find out anything, just because you don't know. Just because you don't know anything, that doesn't mean somebody is cheating. When all this change behavior, when you go into a hotel for days and stuff like that.
So everybody does what they need to do for their me time, for their calming down time. And now you, because you got caught cheating all these years, I was cheating. Man, get that out of here.
All the change behavior. That's all I'm talking about. All the change behavior behind you going to the hotel.
Because you was an ass. Still ass. I hate that Martell is using.
Do you want to say something?
I do want to speak on it, man, because this is actually interesting. This is the first time I've actually seen them actually have a direct engagement where they're putting it all out there on the line as far as what went down, how Martell's childish elementary, preschool, going to kindergarten thought process functions. So basically, he justified in his head an assumption. He ran off of an assumption that because, like she said, you were being an asshole, so she needed some time for herself. Because she took that time for herself, you constituted as that her cheating, because when she came back, her actions changed.
Which is a lie.
Which is a lie.
That's just an excuse that he's trying to use to justify him cheating.
He's trying to basically substantiate and excuse his cheating. And also,
which is why his life sucked and he hasn't gone anywhere, because he hasn't been accountable for the actions that he played in the demise of his marriage. And
then he's also trying to manipulate these people that have really no understanding of what truly went down. Only you, her, and God know what really went down. But based on the track record, your behavior, the way you've chosen to handle these certain situations, I believe wholeheartedly that you was using probably when she was gone for the weekend, you was probably cheating your damn self. That's why you feel so guilty over here pointing the finger at her.
I agree.
Like, come on, bro. Like, Melody don't even give off the vibe. Loyalty is like a cornerstone of her empire. You think that she gonna be loyal to all of these people that she has to work with, her team, but she can't be loyal to you in any way, shape, form, or capacity when she's taking you back? Like, get the hell on, bro. I believe that when she moved on from you, she chose to date, but that's her right. That's her right as a woman. She's moving on from this toxic, unfruitful situation that you've created for her. That's none of your business what she chooses to do in her free time. So at the end of the day, it just shows that he hasn't taken time to really reflect on what has happened and his part in what has happened. He's still functioning in the mindset that he's the victim, that he's the one that things have happened to, that Mel had some sort of hand in the destruction of her household, when in the reality, the man is the one responsible for building and destroying. A woman doesn't even have any part in that. You created the family. You created the situation. So own it, brother, man. Like this is
Not brother man.
like this is your life, bro. Like you've created this shitty situation. Don't be trying to drag. And it's like and it's like I feel like in my heart of hearts, he knows he's wrong.
He do know he
I'm
wrong.
a man, bro. When we mess up, when we F up, it's just a matter of the amount of time it takes for you to come to terms with it is dictated by the size of your ego. You gotta fight, you gotta cut through, break down, chainsaw, whatever the fuck through your ego to get to the accountability part of what has happened so that you can grow, move forward, advance, and not make the same mistakes over and over again. This dude is insane. Trying to do the same, he trying to draw a melody in doing the same exact stick, and it's not working, my brother. From man to man, it's pathetic. You look like you drowning on TV. Somebody throw this man a life raft, something. What's it called? The life vest, something. Because bro is drowning. Like he finna cry on TV, man.
So for anybody that's been having trouble commenting in my live, because you had to be subscribed for a certain amount of time, you can now you can comment, y'all. Y'all can comment. Somebody just DM me and let me know that they didn't get it. They weren't able to comment in my live because it was scheduled or set to where you had to be subscribed for a certain amount of days. So I just fixed that. But it's actually set up to where you have to be subscribed for a certain amount of months. So to that person, you only had a few more days. I'm just playing. But shout out to Mel, because that means she's been subscribed to me. Cause in order to comment, you had to be subscribed for a certain amount of months.
For real?
Yeah.
But that's hard. You can't just come.
So all these people that was subscribing prior to, they had been subscribed to me for months.
Man, shout out to y'all for the loyalty. That's all that means. Y'all just been staying true and staying loyal to the cause, man.
Even trending. Wow.
Appreciate y'all. Seriously.
Thank y'all. Okay, so go ahead. You can read the comments so we can keep going.
Oh yeah, let's read these comments right here. Yeah, he really does have this weird idea in his head that he owns Mel. Like Simply Bree stated it right on the head. He thinks he owns her, like he treats her like she's property.
Do you think that that's a lot of men though?
Yeah, that's a lot of men out here running around thinking that women are like a notch on their belt, when really they should be like the sole centerpiece of any like operation you have. You should wear her like a huge medallion on your chest. Ooh, with honor. You know what I'm saying? Medallion. I'm telling you, man. Like dudes got it messed up, bro. They're not a belt loop to hold up your ego. Like if more dudes realize that, their pockets would be in a lot better shape. But because they're playing the game wrong, they gonna continue to keep making the same mistakes and run into the same fate. It's sad. Zane Good said 5 years of trying to work it out, and a baby after the fact gets her the Nobel Peace Prize, in my opinion. That's funny. I appreciate the comment. Sam's Bay said he repeated to Mel the only thing he knew with that time is cheater's mentality. He really sat there and justified in his head that she was cheating because she took personal time. She wanted to woosah. Like you done strung her up the wall, bro. She wanted to take a deep breath, man. Take a step back from your nonsense. Happy holidays to you too, Johanna Suarez. Appreciate it. Happy New Year's to you. Relly stated he broke the contract, so it's already void. Like, bro, your car's been repossessed, bro. Go get another car if it says you couldn't stay in one car, bro. Like it's simple. Teresa West stated when she left, she had her children with her, the same children that he tried to take from her, bro. So don't be surprised when she not only don't rock with you, but it's a spicy I don't rock with you, dude. Like it's coming with some heat, dog. I'm telling you, play with them kids, man. It's a whole nother level.
Sure is.
Amshi, the Divine LLC stated, it's obvious that he has no storyline, no talent, and no purpose. He needs to go. He's a waste of space. A real waste of space, man. No practical purpose whatsoever. Myrtle is so disgusting. Mel also said that Martell would take time for himself and he chose to go to the casino. He just wants to ruin her name, her reputation, and continue to harass her. I'm sick of him. And we all, man, it's like Martell get on. It's like every time I see Martell get on the scene, it's just dismay, disorder, dysfunction. Like everybody be all up in sorts. People who was calm is yelling. People who was vibing ain't vibing no more. He just a bad aura with him, man. Pacino Rule said, "Does Mr. Here for the Hot Tea have any brother?" Andrea Delilah said, "Love."
You do not want them.
Oh man, yeah, man. We're gonna have to move on to the next question. Love and Marriage Huntsville needs to please find a different storyline. This who cheated first. This who cheated first is moot. They are divorced and he has a baby with the mistress. It's over. The cast is acting and discussing this like this just happened.
It's because they don't want to talk about who cheating on them now.
Damn. Yeah, people don't want to have that conversation. Get a Clue said he's mad because he heard she said his stroke is whack and now he really knows she ain't never turned it back. Damn, yeah, man. That's the nail in the coffin right there. We need Mr. Here for the Hot Tea on Love and Marriage Huntsville to counter the cuffery. Yeah, man, there's a lot of uffery going on this show, man. I would love to be able to speak on some of this because it's like it's out of hand, it's out of pocket, man. It's really out of pocket. Let's see here. Mitzi says, "Can't wait for the sit down between Mel and Martell next episode. I hope Mel puts everything on the table, including the RP plot." Yeah, we haven't heard about that in a while, man. Like,
I didn't want to ask her about that.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect you to. You keep it really high energy. We gonna keep it off of him. If anybody wants to talk about that, you can let that be between them and them. But we talking about what's moving forward and what's coming in the future.
Right.
Sheila Bradley said, "Right, Stormy's just a little part because she and Courtney know Martell has cheated." Yeah, they was in there real quiet, just looking back and forth. Let's see here. Juju Bean said he is mad at her success and it's eating him alive. Man, it permeates through him how much he's upset at the fact that Mel is really blossoming, growing, and advancing. Meanwhile, he's dwindling and dwindling. It's sad. And then he does know he's wrong. He's just upset that Mel didn't wait like Nip. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
What do you mean by what Mel didn't wait?
Chris Fletcher cheated on Neil a while ago. Oh. And then I think they separated for 2 years and then got back together.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Something I can't do.
Gotcha. Let's see. Essence of Shady.
Because even look at him now. He still don't protect her. I would have so much resentment and I just wouldn't be able. No.
Hey sis, I was like, why can I not comment? And then Essence of Shay also said that y'all are doing a great job. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Shay. We appreciate that. It means a lot. Megan said, "Here for the hot tea. I'm enjoying your husband's point of view." I appreciate you guys speaking on my point of view and letting me know how you really feel about my perspective on things. Because like a lot of the stuff that goes on in the show, like affects me on a day-to-day basis. I've had friends like that. I've had partners like that, associates, partners that I thought we were going to do business with, and it ended up fizzling out, not because of anything I did, but necessarily because of my inability to see the flaw in their character soon enough. That's where I'll take accountability for, because I'm not going to blame them. They've always been who they were. I just wasn't able to see it and separate myself from it in time, and I allowed them in my inner mix. So that's just something that I've had personal experience with. That's why I feel like I have something to say or something of substance to say on the topic, sincerely.
That's why I always tell y'all, like, some people get offended when I say, like, oh, I don't like, because I talk about Black men in like the bulk majority. And I be having to say, like, I don't care what you feel or how you feel. Like, I am being realistic. You're not being realistic, probably because you got a son that's in this category, and you may be offended and think that's a direct I guess, because a lot of times what I realize is women are offended when I say black men as a whole, because they have raised black men and they feel as though their sons somehow do not fit in this equation. And I always tell them, whether you raise them to be good people, you can't raise him to be a good man. So there is something that he's lacking that another woman would need a man to show him or to teach him. So, although you think you did a good job, there's still culturally a big issue. So, even if you raise him up to be a good person, the culturally, if he is not equipped, he is not going to be able to balance himself as a man in this culture if he's not strong and he doesn't have the examples.
Yeah, because that's what
so when I speak about, sorry, just one more thing.
No,
So when I speak about these men in the bulk majority, the men that I'm not talking about would understand me and they wouldn't be offended because they are having the same issues.
Exactly. Like, as much as I pride myself and I love the skin that I'm in, I understand that, like, a lot of the shortcomings that hinder my people and my brothers directly affect me too. We are a whole. I am not just black man. We are black men. So how I carry myself, how we carry ourselves, how you carry yourself when I'm not around you is going to affect me one way or another. Our how society views us, how valuable we are, because we don't really have any sort of like just real unity in our community like that. Like, look at how hard it was for these men to, one, corral the women that they love and they hold fond to them, but two, also be able to maintain some sort of unity amongst one another. It's impossible with these kind of mentalities and pathologies running amok in the community. Like, I would rather keep to myself and work within my own household than even take a second to try to do any sort of venture business wise or anything that's going to be productive or have my name on it with a dude who acts like this, who behaves like this, who carries himself like this, who chooses to protect the women in his life like this. You understand me? I would look at it like a negative, a negative foreshadowing. Like, I don't see any sort of future with me and you together in any capacity, as friends, as partners, as business partners, as anything. Realistically, I don't even want to converse with you because I already know what the conversation finna be about, and it ain't gonna be about anything that I'm on. So we better off staying apart if we're not gonna be useful or productive together. Because at the end of the day, this is a destructive interaction that Martell continues to create every time he enters a room. And it's too many not solution-oriented thinking men in our community that are running amok. Like, it's one thing to be accountable. Okay, cool. You acknowledge the fact that you made a mistake, but what you gonna do about it? Like, how are you going to mend this? And I've never heard for a second any of these confessionals or any of the live footage that they have of Martell where he's speaking or operating from a pathology that even gives off, I'm thinking about a solution. How am I gonna make this shit right? How am I gonna rectify and fix the shit? Okay, Mel don't want to be in my life anymore. But how can it, if I love and if I'm so fond of this woman, I should be able to let her go and still be able to love her from afar. If I have this much emotion towards her, I should be able to add to her situation, even if I'm not able to directly have tangible access to her when I feel it's convenient to me. That's the next step in life that I wish a lot of my brothers would take, instead of having so much disdain and scorn for the women that they made lives hell. You understand me? You've given her a child. You went and created life elsewhere. You've broken the bond that you've signed up for. You've broken the contract that you've created, and you still want to be treated with this king treatment, with this level of respect that you've given away. You've given it away. Nobody took it from you. You gave that shit away, and you expect that everybody should still come to your front door with on a platter with that same level of respect. And it don't work that way. It just don't work that way. It's also not even a lack of entitlement. It's a lack of solution oriented thinking, and it's also it's entitlement. It's a lack of accountability, and then it's also the lack of solution oriented thinking that has been such a huge detriment to my brothers around me. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect. I'm not. I have my own shortcomings as a man but at least I feel like I'm accountable enough to face my shortcomings so that I can grow from my shortcomings instead of hiding from them or being embarrassed when somebody has the the respect and the love for me to be able to tell me about myself. Like that's what, and that's the number one crux and the thing that goes left. We young black men, we grew up in a culture where we roasting and joning and like making fun of one another, and there's really no sort of accountability. Let's just date it back to the lunch table or the school bus. Somebody do something wrong to you, ain't nobody stepping in to really be like, hey bro, that's flaw or that's wrong. People normally, like black men specifically, are going to jump the bandwagon, laugh at the kid that's already getting put on and put in an embarrassing position, instead of having courage, being able to step in and actually not encourage the disunity or the systematic breakdown of another black man's mental capacity or emotional capacity for the sake of a joke or anything.
And really, I agree. It's almost as if they do unify with you if you are with the bull, because they laugh at men like Russell Wilson. And it's like, how is he not a good guy?
Hold on, go
Why are
back to
we
that
making
comment.
light of that?
That was such a
It's right
good.
here, sweetie.
Oh yeah, really? You said something right there. He says, she says, you do have unity if you placate their foolishness. They'll unite. Oh, exactly. If you trying to shooty bang bang, if you trying to bang bang bang, or if you trying to gang bang bang, then yeah, they're gonna want to unify for the sake of some bull. But that doesn't. It's for the sake of being deductive and taking from one another. Oh yeah. We'll unify all day to go plot on somebody that we think is weaker than us. But if it comes to standing up to a oppressive force that's been whooping for years,
or something that I noticed, when you really hold a high regard for women,
they hate you.
It's like,
you open doors for your lady, sucker. Oh, you
let me tell y'all something. The level of disdain other men show my husband that are with the women in our families, like the women in my family love him. Their men hate him.
Every
They can't stand
me,
him.
because I'm not with all that. Like I
And
don't
he tries to encourage them. He tries to uplift them.
put them on
He
game,
tries to
show them stuff that I'm trying to utilize to escape this rat race that we're in.
And
So
they take it as like,
I'm trying to stunt on you, or I'm trying to shine on y'all, and it's like, bro, I can't do this without y'all. Do you understand me? Like I would rather build from the inside out than the outside in. But y'all making it so easy for me to go outsource some not labor, but outsource assets, outsource community. You
right.
understand me? Like I don't want to go to the other communities to do and handle business, but it's like when I'm
They make
here,
it so much
y'all
easier.
villainize me. Y'all don't give me any signs that if we were to unify, y'all wouldn't take this and go funnel y'all resources into a whole nother community that had absolutely nothing to do with your success in the first place. Because at the end of the day, the creator is the woman.
Or
Like,
the women that
like,
see, like, okay, so it's multiple parts to this, to what we're trying to do, like in our life. You have the men that don't like him because they flash a mirror at their own inadequacies. And then you got the women that don't they feel like it's something that is so rare, to where now they want to insert themselves in a position where they're just not gonna have, like, you're just not gonna get what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
But also Candy said that you can raise up, or Candy seems to be under the impression that you can raise a man to be a good man. There are some women stronger than men. And Candy, here's what I'll say, because I agree and disagree with this point. I agree that there are women that are stronger than men. I think naturally women are stronger than men, period. Physical strength, yes, men may be physically stronger than women, but I think, like, as a whole, in totality, women are stronger than men, which is why women can give birth to men. So there's that. However, as far as a woman raising a good man, I disagree with that. I think you can raise a good person. I absolutely agree. But I feel like only a man can raise a man. It's quite simple. Because you have some situations where, like, you have single mothers, they take great offense to how other men choose to hold their sons accountable. But when you think about it, men hold each other accountable by dueling. They duel. And there are certain things that we would probably feel are too harsh and we wouldn't not be able to understand it. But there are some ways your son has to grow up in order to understand manhood. Like, for example, like,
The value of hard work,
or
the
going
going
hungry and
hungry
understanding what it means
means
to
to
starve a
survive,
little.
and what it also means to protect a woman. You understand? Like, to be what it like. There's certain things that I was able to dawn upon from my experiences with the older men in my family. Like, for example, never to come home empty-handed. You're never gonna learn that from a woman. Like, not to say that a mom can't instill that in you, but the
He's
level
not going to value
he's not
it.
gonna value the lesson. He's just gonna think about it like mama just in my ear about coming home with some bread. But from what the men in my family instilled in me, it's symbolic. You went out, you hunted, you came home with food on the table for your family. It's deeper than just coming back with a pizza. It's deeper than just coming home with a couple groceries. Like, and a woman's not going to be able to put that kind of experience into perspective. Or, for example, when you start something, you finish from beginning to end. A woman's going to be able to put that in perspective as far as like day to day stuff. But from like a man's perspective, it's very crucial that every project you take on, you finish. For example, your marriage. For example, if you got car problems, you got to fix something. You ain't finna start working on your old lady brakes. You get halfway through it, talking about some, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and stop. No, as a man, you have to start every single thing. Everything that you start, you must finish. Another thing, meaning what you say and saying what you mean. That's another thing that was instilled in me as a youngin'. You don't open your mouth to say nothing that you ain't finna stand on, or at the time somebody want to pull your card about it, you don't want to stand on that. Like, it's not it may seem very simple, very elementary school or very rudimentary, but at the end of the day, like, there's a difference between a man raising a man and a woman raising a man. A man raising a man, he's not gonna sit there and be friends and buddy with the son to try to build a bond. A father don't give a F about having no sort of compassionate, emotionally fulfilling relationship with the son. At the end of the day, I got to make sure that this boy is fit to survive in the world that's dog eat dog. This world don't give a damn about what you came from, because everybody got excuses. Everybody's got, just like an asshole,
He
everybody
sure
has
did.
excuses. So it's like, at the
He
end,
don't play about fixing this stuff.
exactly, at the end of the day. So what I want to bring this to a whole is in perspective of the men that we're talking about on this show, and the men that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis that look like me, that I would want to be able to rally with, to lock arms with, and be able to move forward and take care of our families as a unit, and build systems, build structures that are going to last the test of time, that's going to be here after we are gone. Those traits aren't present in men like Martell, Marceau, Chris. They're not protectors by nature. They're not leaders by nature. It's not innate. It's not instinctual to them. That's why all this damn dysfunction, women screaming, yelling, hollering, upset, emotionally unprotected, is normal for them, because that's all that was modeled for them.
Well, the boys, the Scott's brothers, I think their parents had got divorced at one point,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess they were living with their mother or whatnot.
Or
They
raising.
also act, and I think they said that their mother basically did basically did everything, and then Mel's baby mama, Miss what they do to my boy. Let me stop. Because you know who I get that from?
Who?
Who be repeating that?
I don't know. Who repeating that?
She will randomly just say that out of nowhere.
No.
True T.
True T.
She be copying.
I haven't heard enough True T to be able to speak on.
Cause Miss Marlene be saying, "Where my boy?" or "What they do to my boy?" or something like that. And the way she said it's like so ugh. And so sometimes True T she'll just randomly say it out of nowhere. Like this shit is funny. I'm gonna play it for you. I know exactly. She did it in a few videos. I know exactly which videos it was. But so for example, and his mom, she was a single mother and she raised him. And basically what Martell says is she allowed men to live with him or live with them, and those men never like were
impactful on his upbringing.
Exactly.
They were just,
and I think he resents his mom for that.
Really?
That's how he acts. Like he don't like, I'm a really deep person.
He has a lot of
mannerisms.
He has a lot of angst and like violent body language towards women.
They call her Marboil. I mean, what's
like the Marlboro cigarette?
Yeah, because she smokes cigarettes, or Marlene the drunk, because she seemingly is always drunk.
Marlene is Martell's mom?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But you don't call her Marlene the drunk.
I'm not gonna disrespect.
And I always feel weird about saying that.
I understand
because she is like older. I get hit in my mouth. But...
Yeah, let's just.
I know. I feel weird about saying that, but
you gotta show respect to the elders, even though we don't agree with some of their ways. You can't disrespect your elders unless they disrespect you.
You can roll your eyes if they disrespect you.
Oh no, we're not gonna get verbally disrespectful with an elder at all. I'm not gonna raise my voice.
Except that Megamind hoe. I will never forget about you, ho.
You want to read some comments?
Because I would take it.
Yeah, I want to see what they got to say about it.
Okay, no, because we got to keep. Come on, we got to keep going.
Okay.
Time that we would agree for me to take.
You can post them up there while I'm playing this.
Business owner, just the time to still await. I hate that he's trying to use that to make it seem as if I was meeting men at hotels. What a way to project. Projection is real. Because we all know what you was doing.
Mel has never.
Oh, you want to pause it? Oh, there are some men born whose fathers were deceased at birth. I agree. They turned out great to be great men. I agree. I agree.
I'm not saying that there's like a cookie cutter recipe to building to grooming a strong man. I'm just saying I can see a weak one from a mile away. And
typically it's because they didn't have many men in their life too.
Because it doesn't have. Because I didn't learn every lesson that I learned from my pop. My dad had his own, inconsistencies or his inadequacies, and I had to dawn upon some of my uncles, my older cousins. Like just I think the key is bumping shoulders and having real tangible experiences with, like you said, a community of men. It ain't just one. It's you can. I mean, unless your dad is just Clark Kent and got all the money and time in the world,
he's even learned things from my narc, believe it or not.
Yeah. Her father has taught me things that I never learned from my dad, and it was cool. I don't take no offense to it. It doesn't bother me. It's actually interesting. Like, I appreciate it.
That would be a good question. Do you guys want to know how he what that interaction is like? A man like this versus, because I tell y'all all the time, we should save that for a different conversation.
We should. That'd be a good conversation.
For how you interact with, because they know that I would say that my daddy is kind of like walkie-talkie with the way that like he chooses to
deal with his emotions
and play on
the emotions of the women around him.
Right. And the manipulation, the all of that stuff. Oh, my boy.
Who you talking to?
True T.
Oh, True T be saying my boy, yeah.
Oh wait, I think, yeah.
Maybe. Essence of Shay said, Lord, Miss Marlene is on a different planet. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she all over the place.
Oh no, my boy. Miss Marlene be saying that. My boy.
Oh yeah.
My boy.
Yeah, what she talking about?
I don't like them type of mamas.
Yeah, like he's her husband or something. Like,
oh my gosh, y'all! Mr. Here for Hot Tea, mom and him are married.
Oh my god!
I had to go through her to get him. She look, y'all.
She put up a fight. She put up a mighty good fight, goddamn.
We should really, let me tell you something. It's so funny. Like, my dad is what he described. He don't care for, and his mom is kind of similar to those boy moms I be telling y'all about. Oh my God.
Yeah.
How do we navigate in the? Oh wait, what she said? I can't see, sweetie.
Oh, she said the Snot's mom has a YouTube channel. That's crazy. That's
He don't know all that, y'all.
I'm still figuring it out, y'all. Yes, it's Ted. Where they come from?
Maybe you skipping stuff. That's why you don't know what you talking about. But that's okay. You guys.
That time when Arion tried to use Melody's bankruptcy after divorce as a dig, I know them red bottoms was a gut punch. Damn.
Need to pick sides. You have.
Oh, and just one more thing that I want to say, Stormy. I can appreciate Stormy for at least like being honest about what was going on, because everybody else was trying to lie. Your morals, togetherness. Yes, we definitely do always reinforce boundaries all the time. That's why our parents don't like us.
Paula Isaac said, this is not true. I live in New Orleans and we have multiple languages and they are accepted.
I mean, New Orleans, Creole. Okay. I don't know what part of the live that you're on, but it don't take
the
my
South.
opinion.
I think it was the South.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't take my opinion as fact. Okay. Duh, it's not true. It's my opinion. This is how I feel. This is my part of the South. This is what I view the South as. And so, like I said, typically in New Orleans, a lot of times, depending on where you from, they are very open. I'm not gonna lie, like their country is loving. I agree. And I be telling you, even and don't take this the wrong way, but like with New Orleans, like everybody is kind of like ghetto. Even the white people, they all got like a twang. They all got like this country hood twang thing to them. So, okay, I totally agree. But I will say, like, I'm just saying, if you are like deep in certain Souths where Black people don't go, you are not speaking other languages to them people in those towns, and they're going to be open about it. Welcoming. That's just what I'm speaking about. And that's not for all Souths, but I think I was being very clear with what part of the South I was talking about.
Definitely. Heroin said, yes, I can tell. Yes, you can tell a man that was raised by
a woman versus a
man that was raised by a man.
You really can.
So Riley said, the father doesn't have to be the only man. My father figures were my grandfather and uncle, and they stepped in for my dad's absence.
I agree. When I agree. It's not just the father. I absolutely agree. It needs to be a collective of men as a whole, because that's what I had as well. I did have my dad and my uncles, the great uncles as well. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just my dad. So I do agree with that.
Quiet Storm said, I believe if a man can't raise another man, ... he indeed is missing key behavioral traits he didn't learn as a growing boy. There is levels to manhood.
Okay, we gotta try to get through this episode.
She's up here digging a grave for me, and y'all supporting her. Y'all gonna take the big size, and she gonna be coming to my house.
Like he wasn't digging a grave for Mel.
If she's up here digging a grave for me, and y'all supporting her, y'all gonna take the big size, and she gonna be coming to my house. Wanna be my friend? She's gonna behind y'all's back. No, that. Trying to send me to jail.
Martell has never asked us to pick side. He has said, right.
And I'm telling y'all, that's typically what you think, but what it actually is she babied him and coddled him so bad when he started to step into being a man for me, she was offended by it. She hated that. What do you think, sweetie?
I think that you hit the hammer right on the head. Like, my mom had an overarching like affection for me, like that didn't even just affect me in this relationship. Like, I didn't really get a chance to experience some of the things I think as a man I needed to build my character because of my mom's like over coddling and over affection for me. Like I love my mama. Never gonna change. I love my mama with all my heart. If she listening right now, ma, I love you. But at the end of the day, like, I understand that there's certain things you only gonna learn on the job. There's certain lessons that I learned via experience. And that's just who I am. I'm the type of person who needs to experience things and go through them to be able to learn and grow from it. Like, I don't want to just hear you tell me about the things I have to avoid. I have to go out there and learn how to practically avoid it using my own thought process. I can't grow within your four walls, mom. I have to grow in the real world, because that's where I'm gonna end up. It's gonna end up mattering and translating to, you
And I
know?
think what happened was she started to see him do things that he never did. She started to see him like be accountable and step into manhood right before her eyes. And I just think she just wasn't ready for that, and she just didn't take it a good way.
Yeah, I definitely think that my mother was shell shocked by my growth, because
It was instantly. It was
yeah,
like he knew what he wanted. I came in his life. I can tell that he had been lollygagging his whole life. And then I came in his life, and then he got uber serious. He got really serious out of nowhere. And I can tell that was really shocking for his family because they've never seen him in that place.
yeah, she hit the hammer on the head. I was not do. I really like it. It.
Like opening doors for women. That's something that he only did with me that they didn't see. Or, flowers all the time.
Mm-hmm,
Just small things. It's
mm-hmm,
very, very small things, but stuff that he just started to do all the time consistently that they never saw him do.
yep.
Like he wasn't around as often as he used to.
Can't stop there.
Or I think what it really was is he didn't want her to make him food anymore. And I think that's when we really got the most of it.
Yeah.
Like when he didn't want her to make food
Yeah, like like
anymore.
like she really wanted to bring me like my mom really used to.
No, you can't tell them all the foods, but
No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna go into that. I was
okay.
just gonna say, like, she really wanted to like prep meals for me every week, and I'm just like, mom, I don't need you to do this anymore. And at this point, I had already been living on my own for years now, so it's like the step already needed to be taken.
Somebody said don't jinx your marriage. Girl, please.
Our marriage is perfectly fine. We're gonna be a-okay. We got our ancestors looking over us. We ain't got nothing to worry about.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so it's like, and I had been fed up with, I had been feeling this way since I was like 14, 15, 13 years old. Like take the training wheels off, mom. I'm a big boy. Like, seriously, like, I don't need your, I've proven time and time again that I can go out, make a mark for myself and bring myself home in a safe and reliable and responsible manner. Like, it's like, it was like the perfect time, because I had been already feeling this way. Like, mom, like, you're doing way too much. Like, I don't need all these handouts or help or anything. I want to help you. You dig? I'm trying to. How can I help you? You dig? Like, I don't want you to keep babying me no more. You got three. I got other ones that you could be
Right.
directing that attention to.
And it went from I don't want you to take care of me. I want to take care of you. And I don't know. I think that was just kind of new.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's things like why do people don't let's read. And she was saying marriage like being funny because Letitia say marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said I dealt with the same thing with my ex who was a mama's boy. He's not a mama's boy now.
Mm-hmm.
Now he not necessarily a mama's
No.
boy. Here's the thing. I would say, and just we're gonna go ahead and get off this topic, but I would say this. If your significant other doesn't step into the forefront to protect you and establish the boundaries, then you gotta walk away. You gotta walk away. And so I was more so looking at it like his mom can act however she want to act. If he didn't step into the middle of that and establish a structure and foundation, then I was walking away, because what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna compete with nobody's mama. Okay, we're not gonna do that. So
And it never was a competition. It should have been an alignment and a unity. That's all I truly wanted from the
right,
relationship. I did everything within my power to facilitate the
very respectful too. That's another thing.
never
Men
insulting.
that disrespect their mothers, don't ever trust them. Ever. Never ever trust men that disrespect their mothers. There is a way to establish boundaries and set healthy boundaries without being disrespectful. And men that disrespect their moms under any circumstances are never, ever, ever to be trusted. Walkie Talkie strikes me as the type of person
He
that
would cuss his
disrespects
mama
his
out
mom.
in
He will cuss his mama out.
2 seconds.
Right. He gives me the vibes like he would cuss her out in 2.5 seconds, which is why he was mad that his mama didn't lie for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
She know his bull.
right. That's another thing, y'all. Like, if a man can establish healthy boundaries without disrespect, that's a good look. But if he has to be disrespectful in order to establish boundaries, that's not a good look. And then also, if he's a coward and he doesn't establish the boundaries and he continues to allow his family to violate you, he's not a good person. Or he's a coward. Maybe he is a good person, but he's a coward. And I don't know if you want a coward in your life.
I just right and wrong is wrong.
That's it.
I
She said she just told you she cheated. We were still married when she went to the apartment. We were still married when she went to the apartment. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
But you had a baby.
We still married.
And they were still married when he had a baby. So he's basically saying the rules apply to her, but not to him. Mind you, he's the one that's been cheating for all these years, but he's trying to sit in front of these people's face and say that it doesn't matter. Here's why I don't like Kimmy, sweetie. Because as big as Kimmy is, her ridiculous ass gonna sit up and say, oh, but does that make it right? She's never in alignment with women. So she then says, does that make it right? Does two wrongs in a marriage make it right? You idiot. Okay, let me stop. But you fucking lady. This is what I'm saying. Women like this, you gotta really, really pay attention to. Wait, it does matter because right. You gotta really pay attention to. They have been in the midst of everything that has gone on with Mel and Walkie Talkie. Yet, instead of Kimmy being honest, okay, well, because she is the type of person that literally sat on Beyonce's internet and said that if Maurice was to cheat on her, then she would leave. Yet, here you are basically saying two wrongs don't make a right. Kimmy, let's not forget how you got your man. And as a matter of fact, I'm glad she said that. Y'all, after I make this video, comment on the replay and let me know to make the video debunking Kimmy, because Kimmy and Maurice were in a relationship when Maurice was still married. He was still married to Kiowa before he actually signed them divorce papers. Kimmy, your legs was open to this man. You were sleeping with Maurice. So let's stop. And I'm always on her ass, babe, because she is very vindictive. So you then try to sit in turn. So it's different because it's Mel. She's basically saying Mel didn't have a right to start dating and leave, even though she was mentally gone from this marriage and looking at divorce, and looking into divorce and talking to divorce lawyers. Kimmy is basically saying that two wrongs don't make a right, even though that was the same thing that Maurice was doing. Is that not what was going on? Maurice was literally speaking to a divorce lawyer. Kaya had expressed many times that they were talking about reconciling their marriage. Kimmy has said multiple times that their marriage was over and she wasn't the reason why they had divorced. Kimmy had let it be known that the papers weren't signed, but they were divorcing. What makes it different, Kimmy? What makes it different? The divorce papers were being spoken about. Melody had moved out. So she was now interested in dating other men. So the fact that Kimmy sat here and said, but does two wrongs make a right? She's a big, nasty hypocrite. She's a nasty ass person. And the only thing that she's willing to do is align herself with men. She wants to be validated by other men. But that's the problem. You're being validated by men that don't give a damn about you. They wouldn't speak up for you on any occasion.
Of course I should not have. I know. You're right. I should not have. But in the midst of it, but like people say, no matter what, you shouldn't cheat.
Don't do
She
it.
still cheated.
You did.
Look how Kimmy just sitting there smiling, relishing in the misinformation.
I got you.
Nothing else matters.
It does matter.
So once one spouse cheats, everything after that could have been done.
Hold on. Listen to this.
Question. Once one spouse cheats, everything after that is fair game. Yeah, if they feel like it's done. If they feel like it's done, yeah.
So y'all hear Kimmy.
Question. Once one spouse cheats, everything after that is fair game. Yeah, if they feel like it's done.
So I'm debunking the shit out of her. I can't stand her. We got to get off this live. I'm debunking the shit. I'm not even about to be going back and forth with Kimmy. She really aggravates me every single time she opens her mouth, for the simple fact that she's a big hypocrite. She's a walking contradiction. I continue to tell y'all she's not a good person. She's not a nice person. She's not a loving woman of a particular age that is really going to seek out and give you good, healthy advice within your marriage. Each and every time she's opening her mouth, she's going to come from a place of jealousy. She's going to come from a place of spite because she's never gotten a chance to live the life that Mel got to live at that young age. Kimmy, at her big grown old age, waited 7 years to get married to Maurice. In the midst of her waiting that 7 years, he was a married man. He had not signed his divorce paperwork, and his wife at the time was under the impression that they were talking about reconciling their marriage. Yet you were in his face and you admitted to that, but then gonna turn around in the same breath and try to make it seem as though Mel was in the wrong for moving out and dating after this man had cheated on her for 2+ years at the time and had a baby on her. Kimmy is a nasty ass person, and she hasn't been able to I guess prove me wrong. Not that she has to prove me wrong, because I know that I'm right. I know she's a nasty person, and not that my opinion of her matters, because her life is already lived in the direction, in the trajectory that she has already chose to live it. And with that being said, I am a spiritual person, and I believe whether you're an animal person or not, like, when animals don't fuck with you, that says a lot. Kimmy having an issue with the horses or being freaked out by horses, I don't know, y'all, but I am a spiritual person. I am connected to the earth by my bare feet and the grass, and I love just the warmth of the grass and the plants and the animals. And I'm telling y'all, I am a spiritual person. I am in alignment with everything spiritual. It's the fact that Kimmy is freaked out by horses, and and it's the message that horses hold. And just her being freaked out by horses in itself just tells me a lot of just based on her character. That's just me. I'm also the type of person, people that don't like cats, and this is no shade to anybody in the comments that don't like cats. because I'm a firm believer in, if you don't like cats, if you are a good spirited person and your soul is pure and genuine, whether you like cats or not, cats are going to take to you because they can trust you. But people that don't like cats and cats don't like those people, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm going to judge you. I'm going to judge you. If animals don't like you, I'm going to judge you, because animals read energy really, really well. And you are right. That's because horses trample snakes. That's a good, but I'm telling you, Kimmy don't like, I love cats and my kitty loves me. Yes, I love
It feel
cats.
like it's done, yeah. What I heard her say was she moved out because she thought it was gonna be done.
No, we never talked about the boy.
Man, I had five attorneys already trying to get them papers. What? You kidding me? You thought I just moved out for fun? When I first found out about Martell cheating in March of 2017, I moved out, started talking to attorneys about what, divorce would look like, what my steps were. I went out on a few dates, right? But I thought my marriage was over. I know for a fact that he gets excited when it seems like things aren't going well for me. And I think that's because that makes him feel like if she doesn't do well, she'll come back. If she can't provide for herself, she'll come back. So
That's good. And if y'all don't like cats naturally, but they always coming toward you, you are naturally, your soul is pure. Like, you're a good person. It's either that or they want to protect you from something. So pay attention to the people or the company you keep.
Melody is not coming back.
Well, Mel has been evil to us, so I picked Martell's side in the beginning.
What was I doing? What was I doing that was evil to you? I wasn't checking for y'all.
Well,
No one checking for y'all. Since me and this joker ain't been together, I've been checking for y'all.
No.
So watch this. So hear me. Since he and I haven't been together, I wasn't checking for y'all. So guess what? He did to me the same thing he's doing now. He puts batteries in people's backs. And like I told you in there, I did not know I didn't know Nell had talked to her.
And that right there in this kitchen, she felt betrayed. She felt that you guys, you and Neil and everybody stood on that. So I think that's worth for conversation.
I'm glad you told me though that Tisha felt like that, because I have a comment with her privately.
See, and Marceau and Mel have an understanding, and this is how I know Tisha is the problem. Tisha is the problem. I think Marceau is the problem too, because he manipulates that. Like, he knows Tisha is highly insecure and jealous of Mel, and he used that to get what he wants out of her.
To let her know that one day.
She gotta know his dick.
Right.
Bottom line.
Right.
All you can do is be consistent.
All right. I'm trying to chat with you. It was imperative for me to make it clear that I did not make that call to invite Kiki to Houston. So what's been going on in the group? We just had a little dinner thing. Nell and Chris, they're hosting like a trip to Houston. I'm willing to see Tisha face to face, admit to my wrongdoings, and say that won't happen again. Well, maybe you can reach out to Miss Nell, girl, and see if she'll invite you to come. I could see that Marceau and Tisha were very bothered by her being there, and considering we're trying to get on a place where we're all cordial, I'll be honest, I didn't know if they had made up or not made up, but I didn't want Tisha and Marceau to feel like, oh, Melody's trying to start mess, because I didn't make that call. I don't feel like you should be condemned forever because of your decision.
I'm saying that.
I will say that. However, I will say that you did So I feel like you almost want to justify your first action because
I understand. But I thought at the end of the day, no matter what you do, you shouldn't cheat. So did you cheat on Fletcher after he cheated on you?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because I was waiting on him.
How long did it
I ain't
How long did it take for y'all to get separated?
18 to 24 months.
And you didn't sleep with
I was waiting on him.
How long did it take for y'all to get back together after y'all separated?
18 to 24 months.
And you didn't sleep with nobody else? It was on the weekend.
It's different. Everybody's circumstances.
It wasn't no different.
And it what and okay, I'm sorry. I just got triggered because I don't know who he screamed "be quiet" to, but that's the type of stuff that'll get that pan word up out of me. That's also probably the type of stuff that'll make me. I'm trying to
You pull up with a Popeyes combo. 30 pieces.
That be quiet thing that he be doing really be pissing me off. Like, I do not like a man raising his voice. But to scream and utter a shut up or be quiet, oh my God.
You
You
the loudest
asking.
one in the room too.
And he asking for it. But also just another conversation that I want to have is like, can we just make it a safe space to leave? Now, I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, granted, Chris might seem like a very calm, cool, collected guy, or whatever the case may be, but you clearly are not protected emotionally. And it shows based on the way you choose to continue to raise your voice and yell and go back and forth with other people.
Why she always gotta protect herself?
Exactly. She now, in my opinion, is on edge like this, and she's quick to flip like that and get like that because her husband does not step in enough and comfort her or protect her. And I think that is another thing that needs to be addressed. At the end of the day, who the hell am I? But it just doesn't look like it was worth it. Like, you have to do all of this yelling and screaming. You got to go back and forth with your stepdaughter. You got to get all of these kids that you got under control. Your husband never stepping in when it comes to them kids. It seemed like he ain't never stepping in when it comes to defending you against walkie-talkie. It seems like she has to be the voice of protection for herself in a lot of these situations. So again, was it really worth it? And I feel like, what would life would have looked like had she focused on herself instead of waiting on another fucking man, and come whole within herself and go and find somebody ultimately that will give her the protection and the love that she needs and she deserves. Because at the end of the day, I also look at it like a lot of women are going to look at Chris like the ultimate prize because there is a heavy lack in our community. So typically, you know, um, you have women that'll want to hold on because they feel like, oh, this is a great thing. I haven't been able to find this, that, and the third. And at the end of the day, he at the end of the day, I just wish women would be in a position to understand, like, you are that girl. You can find love elsewhere. But I also think that so many of us are closed off to one race and one group of people. So I don't know. It's a lot that could be said. I don't know. What are y'all thoughts when it comes to Neil? Because I personally, Chris is not my type of dude. And I don't necessarily think that him and Neil are, I don't know. Chris, I don't know. He's just, I don't know why and maybe it's the years that they've put into each other, but if this is what years of marriage is, then I wouldn't want it. And she should have left his ass when he cheated on her because clearly, I don't know. Right. The bar is set so low. That's why Kimmy goes so hard for Nartel. She wishes he was her man. I agree. I agree. Years of marriage is a joke. I agree. It seemed like a lot of the women from back in the day, or just even now, a lot of those years that they've put into those marriage is just a symbolization of what they was willing to put up with. That's just what it seems like. It just seems like you're willing to put up with a whole bunch of nonsense, which is why you've been able to be in a marriage with a man like this for so many years. Because, like I said, I'm just looking at the way Chris chooses to handle Neil, and it just makes me as a woman feel very uncomfortable because of the lack of protection. Like, I know how I feel. Like, step in, like it's just, there's a feeling that you want to feel, like you want, like when another man is yelling at you, you just want to feel whole. when your man comes in and say, "Hey, bro, hey, hey." It's just a wholeness that you feel in your heart. I don't know. You hit the nail on the head. Nell needs protection from her man. She does. She's strong, but because she have to be. Not, you get what I'm saying? Like me. I'm strong, right? Like I can take it. I can take all of the punches. What's up? Let's get it cracking. But I don't want to. And I'm not gonna ever act like I want to. I don't want to. If we talk about girl stuff, okay, whatever. Let's get it. We can do all the girl stuff. But I don't ever want a man to mistake my strength from going back and forth with a bunch of women for being strong enough to battle infidelity and and
family outside of our
and family bickering with me and you allowing your friends to yell at me. I'm not that strong, and don't ever get it twisted. I will never be that strong. I'm not your mule. We can't pat. We're not the bag lady. This ain't that. No, I'm I'm soft. I don't know how to deal with hard times. If you go broke, I'm gonna cry. I don't know what to do in life.
damsel in distress.
Listen, listen, okay, listen, listen. Look, Tech guy know he ain't ever going broke.
NBA.
He ain't ever going broke.
NBA tech guy.
Cause Tech guy also know. Listen, and this is why you should be secure within yourself, like, because Tech guy also know there are plenty of women that'll throw themselves at his ass if I choose to leave him because he girl broke. There is plenty of birds in the world that'll pick his ass right on up and carry him on their big ass linebacker back and cook him food, pay half his bills. He already know. He know, and I be telling him, look, I love you to death, but that's never gonna be me. I'm never gonna. We never don't. We don't know. We don't speak that language. We don't know. We don't speak that language.
Roger that.
Come on.
But it's also beautiful because it's a certain level of self-esteem that comes with that. Guys don't understand it. They hear that and get scared. Or they hear that and it shakes their confidence. When realistically, that shit should empower you to want to go harder. You're not doing enough, nigga. I mean, sir, step up your game. Figure something out. Like, that's all it means. That's all it translates, and that's all it sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm. You gonna keep what you want, and just look at it like that. Like, if he loves you, he is not gonna have you out here stressed the hell out. That's a fact. If he loves you, he's gonna add value to your life. Now, if he needs you for a come up, he gonna use you. Don't get it twisted. Men use. Men be using women. And if you feel like you're being used is some type of, oh, he chose me, the joke's on you, bitch. The joke's on you. The joke's on you. I'm just saying, babe, what's your standpoint on that? Because I also know that some women are taken back with how open I am because they don't believe that you can be or have an open, honest like relationship and have that understanding and have those type of boundaries.
I mean,
so what is your thoughts and your opinions when it comes to that conversation?
I mean, I think that it needs to happen more often because it's like, one, I don't think that should be the make or the break it of a relationship because it's like a lot of dudes don't understand their roles. So when they hear what their roles and what the truth of their roles should be and how you need to play a part in the woman that you chose as life, it's like a shell shock because they so used to hearing girls expect nothing, like absolutely nothing. So when a woman expects something from you or for you to be able to produce or bring something to the table, it's like a new world order. Now, she this and she that, when in reality, you've just never been exposed to real women. So like, don't make her have to devalue herself or come down on what her expectations, because you've never had an interaction with anybody else that did. And I think that's another issue in our community. Like, a lot of dudes are just picking the most convenient and easiest option, and that typically doesn't come with a whole lot of expectations. And then you go around running around here like macho man because you think you got a belt loop full of non-expectations, when in reality you just needed one woman who was going to hold you to your highest and expect the most from you, and not accept anything less. And we're not realizing that there's a whole journey with that. That shit teaches you how to be stronger. Those experiences, those adversities, the hardships. Like, y'all want to skip the easy part, the hard part, to get to the easy part, not knowing that the road less traveled ends up coming with the most lessons. You end up learning the most about yourself. Like, that's what Martell problem is. He ain't traveled down them hard roads by himself.
Like, to be able to sit back, like, it's stuff like to see a man have to figure out how he's going to pay y'all's bills. A lot of times in our community, we as Black women are taught to help our man out, like help him, give him this, give him that, like y'all are too, you know what I'm saying? We are not taught to rest in our feminine. So a lot of times, and one day we're going to have to go in depth on this conversation, because I can actually give you guys an example on how I was actually crucified for not helping my husband pay bills. And in a time where it seemed like he was struggling. And actually, in actuality, what that did was he ended up coming to me one day. This was like a year and some months after that, right?
Yeah.
This is like a year and some months after that. This was just random. This is just me living my life. La 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 la. I'm not helping you pay a damn bill. Like, you figure it out. A year or so go by, and he comes to me and he says, you know what? I want to come to you, and I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you, you tell it. I think it was the fact that he's never been put in that situation before, and the fact that he was forced to grind it out and figure it out. He placed so much value over me because of that, and I didn't even understand what that was.
But what I was alluding to with that was that, like, I was in a tough spot, and I had to really dig like deep, and I knew that like the pressure was really on me to really produce, and I wouldn't have even understood the level of like pressure and eyes was on me at the moment when I was just trying to get through something, that just get through a hard time, like it it
And it's one thing to be there to support your men and uplift them through it, but to try to be a financial savior for a man that's supposed to be providing is completely different. Now, what that means is, like, you can have your own money and everything. Let that man be a man. If he falls short, let him figure that shit out. Let him figure it out, because ultimately what it ends up being is, like, it seems as though, like, y'all, some of these women, they end up helping these men through their hard times, and they get a whole bunch of resentment because of it, or they're angry at you because you didn't allow them to be a man or figure out how to pull themselves up out of that position. And that's basically what it ends up being like. And so I could just remember around that time, he's trying to keep his head above water, and it's just me and all my money, and I'm, over here doing my own thing or whatnot. And at one point, like, some of the women in my family were like coming at me real hard, like, you shouldn't do that. And I could just remember saying, well, if I could just literally remember saying, his ability as a man is to provide for me. If he is not able to provide for me as a man, then I don't know what I'm doing here. I could just remember saying that because I'm going to be here for him during hard times or whatever, but not during times of you not being able, like hard time. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a difference between like you just having a hard time financially and it's back to back, you trying to do this versus you physically cannot work to do this, or you physically cannot go and do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, I don't know, you give your
It's a difference. Like
right.
how she said, like back to back, me thugging this out and then thugging the next thing out and then thugging the next thing out and just handling shit chin on the chin.
It builds his character as
build
a man.
it build character because on one thing I heard I think I don't know who it was. I heard a wise man once say that easy times, no, strong men make easy times. Easy times breed weak men. Weak men breed bad times. Strong men fix bad times. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle that is it's like never ending almost. Like there's a generation of strong men that's created that set the example, you know, beat adversity, and that leads to comfort because a lot of men working together under one force to make life easier for one another, it's going to happen. We've seen it in society a lot of times. Now, when you have a group of men where the majority of them are comfortable, this is where we're at. Comfortable time. These men feel comfortable. They feel okay and all right with accepting help from women, not understanding that like you're only crippling yourself.
And you putting yourself in a receiving position, you bending over and you taking it in a motherfucking ass. That's typically how my daddy would explain
Facts.
it.
I ain't gonna use all the explicit words, but facts.
And then it's something else that I thought was real cool. Like, granted, I have my issues with my dad, but when me and him first started dating, like I could remember like my dad taking me and him on like a few dates or whatever, and having us order whatever we want, doing our thing or whatever, and like really setting the tone as far as financially where he stands with me. You remember that?
Yeah, your dad set the bar high as far as that's facet of it is concerned. I don't want to say too much.
Okay, but anyways, okay, sweetie, this was a really good conversation. We are gonna make another YouTube channel so we can have these discussions outside, so it can be more about these discussions with other shows as well, not just Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we just haven't really thought of a name yet, but we are gonna come out with it. You guys, I'm celebrating my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, February the 23rd. I am gonna do something really grand and really amazing because I am very appreciative of everybody here to support my channel. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get me and Tech Guys separate channels outside of this channel. I'm going to try to get that situated by the end of this week. So my Love and Marriage Huntsville recaps will start to be on that channel. And I'm going to let y'all know the channel when I get it built up so y'all can really start to like follow the channel or whatnot. And yes, your husband should pay all the bills, and that doesn't necessarily mean you don't have no money, because I know when we say that, people instantly think we don't have no money, and I hate that people think that. That doesn't mean we don't have money. That just means we're not spending it on bills. But other than that, let's hurry up and get through this because, babe, we've been on here for almost 4 hours.
No, sir. Why not?
Because I was waiting on him.
How long did it take for y'all to get back together after y'all separated?
18 to 24 months.
Oh, and I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Evelyn, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry you were sitting in the chat for quite some time before I noticed that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Sleep with nobody else. You was on the lead.
It's different. Everybody's circumstances.
It wasn't no different.
Be
It
quiet.
wasn't no difference.
It seems like we always get back to this moment of having the conversation of, you know, what came first, the chicken or the egg kind of thing, which is unfortunate.
She always talk about something unfortunate. Add some value to the conversation.
You know, what came first, the chicken or the egg kind of thing, which is unfortunate. Everybody has to, you know, take accountability for the part that they were culpable in the situation. So it makes the conversation, I imagine, tough to have, and it's tough to watch.
Hey, Tisha. So I was talking to Marcel, but I told him I wanted to talk to him directly.
She said I can't stand by with the pony.
That's
If you had
funny.
said, even if you had said Ariel, but I don't want her nowhere around me, I could have been saying, oh, maybe Miss Nell is gonna see you, which was maybe 2 weeks ago. I haven't talked to her in about 2 weeks. I did. She's gonna be here now. So I don't want you to think that.
We have Thank you for that, because when Nell said, you know, when she talked to Nell and
Mel. Okay, let me stop. She.
you know a lot about me, Kiki, more than Nell knows. You know about our history. So I was like, I felt like there would be a slap in the face for Nell to invite her, tell her to come and not mention it to me. So talk about things.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, that's really all I got for this recap. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They really aggravating to me. I don't have much I want to talk about. Everything else we're going to talk about individually. A lot of y'all wanted me to talk about how I felt like the coach. And why does Kimmy always look so tacky and trashy? Why is her shirt tied up? She always looked like a 21-year-old cheap tramp. She just really annoy me. She always doing too much.
You don't belong.
Okay, but yeah, we're gonna talk about the rest of this. We're gonna talk about the rest of this in separate videos. Y'all, we've been on here for 3 hours, which is a lot of time for us. I'm telling y'all, that is a lot of time to have me and Mr. Hot Tea sit down. So let's just end it off on showing y'all what happens the next episode. We're gonna let Mr. Hot Tea say his last goodbyes, and then we'll talk.
Next on Love and Marriage Hunts.
Oh my gosh, more of Stormy family.
No tradition. What you say, Fry?
Okay, I'm gonna fry the fish.
But listen, why are we doing this back and forth like this now? Can't we? No, we ain't gonna do no back and forth.
But listen,
As long as I was doing whatever you wanted me to do, we were getting along.
oh my God.
Can I please talk? So losing my hair was hard for me. And some of the comments were so mean in regards to I didn't look the same. I already felt like I didn't look great.
Okay, and first of all, before we even get into that, I know people are going to try to make me feel bad about my comments toward Kimmy, but I don't care. I am happy that Kimmy beat cancer. I am ecstatic for her. I would never want to see her suffer or battle through that disease, or go through that battle with having people try to humiliate her and laugh at her and pick on her, because those were never my intentions. However, I did raise awareness to the fact that her husband made a joke about her not having any hair and not being able to ride in a Jeep. He didn't want to buy her a Jeep because she didn't have any hair to feel the wind. And I am going to replay that, since I see that it affects her because of his actions. One thing that I realized with male identified women, they always have a whole lot of energy for everybody else except the men that are actually creating the issues and causing the problems in their daily lives. So I'm just bringing that to the forefront. He laughed at her. He made a joke about this entire situation. And seeing as though she only cares about male validation, that is the only reason that I'm going to make a video and speak about that situation as a whole. Okay, sweetie, come on, because I'm ready to get off.
Nothing marriage Huntsville.
I'm making a fish, Mama. A new tradition.
Making the fish.
What do you say, fry? Okay, I'm gonna fry the fish.
But listen, why are we doing this back and forth like this now? Can't we? No, we ain't gonna do no back and forth. But listen, as long as I was doing whatever you wanted me to do, we were getting along. Oh my God.
Can I please talk?
So losing my hair was hard for me. And some of the comments were so mean in regards
Look
to
how he looking at you. He don't even care.
I already felt like I didn't look great.
I didn't want it to.
He finna say, Kimmy, that's a mental thing.
In order to, like, you know, co-parent.
Ew, he finna try to cry.
That we can stand up in a place of peace.
We're not in a place of peace.
You trying to take her to court for full custody of her kids, ho. And I hope she bring awareness to that. We're not going to be in a place of peace because you try to take me to court for full custody of my kids. Anyways, here you go, sweetie. You can go ahead and close it out. You guys, I'm going to let Tech Guy close out this live. I'm going to let him close it out reading some comments. I'm going to let him close it out, you know, just addressing his final thoughts. If y'all have questions for Tech Guy, now's the time to go ahead and, you know, ask him whatever questions you guys want to ask him that are not like, you know, that has something to do, right? Nothing intrusive. Believe it or not, he's actually more mean than me. So, you know, do what you need at your own risk. He's very respectful though, but if you violate, he will violate. Okay. But not like in a distasteful way. More so like a very classy, ma'am, you are looking real thirsty. I think you should evolve your mindset, seeing as though you do not operate on the wavelength that we are. Here you go, baby.
All right, let's get some of these comments hammered out. Let's see here. Yes, this taste says it's the wanting to get to know toilet tissue for me, and the same lady that did male dirty. Yeah, man, you got to pick a side. All this playing both sides ain't gonna cut it. The next person, let's see. The next one we have is Zane Good. Yes, I'm ready to clean. I'm not the cleanup woman. Get someone else to do it. Yeah, that's not. My wife isn't my maid. That's my partner in life. That's just always what it's gonna be. Martell definitely puts batteries in people's backs. Don't he? Don't he just inspire people to be the worst versions of themselves? It's not even like he's putting a positive battery in. How you putting dead batteries in people's back? Like, battery ain't got no juice. You just put over here gas people up to crash. It don't make no sense. That was a good observation, Patricia T. Donna Colley Howie. Yes, I remember her talking to the older black lawyer who was encouraging her to stay in the bad marriage. Man, it's sad when your own people will see the writing on the wall or won't tell you what the message is because you too caught up in it. Like,
but y'all need to get y'all a good old Jewish lawyer.
Yeah, get you a Jewish lawyer.
Get you a woman Jewish lawyer. She will take him up through there.
Yeah, you undefeated. Next one is Quiet Storm. Who is Megamind y'all speak of? Is that the AC? Is that the CC?
Yeah, that's a content creator. That's that content creator that's a clout chaser.
Yeah, content creator who be clout chasing. Missy said, "Eyebags is just a performative, self-proclaimed victim of his own circumstances."
Martell got his eyes done. He went and got surgery.
Like LASIK surgery?
No, like he got his bags removed, like cosmetic surgery.
Worry about the wrong thing. Here for the hot tea. You are so right. It's always a bird lurking somewhere around. Appreciate the comment, Judy Jones. Misha Love said, Patricia T, but why do you always allow someone like that to have access to your back in the first place? That's a good point. Zane Good said, case in point, Kimmy's a clown. A little Paulette in the gang said, "This is why we're here for the hot tea. Young and wise. Yeah, she's very, very wise, ain't she? She's very wise beyond her years." Mitzi says, "This is fun." Kiki, Patricia T said, "Kiki wanted to make peace, so that's why Mel said reach out to them." That's understanding. For real. Patricia T said, because they were Misha Love, because they're all weak. Mitzi, like that girl said in another show, you didn't steal her man, you stole her problem. That's a good way to put it, actually. It's not that you ain't stealing nothing from somebody like that who's disloyal. There's no value there.
Okay, y'all, we gotta go. Thank y'all so much for joining the live.